Welcome to the party that is the Shiny Boys session 40... nothing. 4014, as it is 54 right now. Welcome. I think the last session, I may have said that it was 52, so if you're watching this thinking, hold on a moment, that's a bit sus. Is he the imposter? The answer is yes. Yes, Aelin.
I will say that the caption on the stream says 53.
Oh my goodness. Okay, it's 54 today. I'm very certain, because the last two, I think that I said it was 52 twice, and that ain't right. So, the last session that we did was 53. Even if I didn't say it was 53, it was 53, and today is 54. And we're back on track to be at the correct number. I don't know why I thought it was 52 twice in a row.
Next week it'll be 54 again. That's just how we do it here.
Thank you very much. By the way, shout out to Aelin for
turning
keeping
29 30 times.
I'm 29. Again, hello everybody. Welcome.
Again.
It's back. Welcome back to my birthday party.
That's what I'm going to do when I turn 29. There's no other birthday parties after that. It's just 29.
What? I missed it. What's the reference?
There is no reference.
There is no reference.
We're just
Making a
joking
joke
around.
about aging.
Oh, you're just being dumb. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Silly.
Too.
We're all done now.
Yay!
Yeah.
I like being
Just
silly.
Me personally, just
silly.
perpetually so.
Yeah.
Whee!
But
When I turned
Absurdist is my
22
type of humor.
When I turned 22, I really wanted to post a photo of my birthday being like, insert Taylor Swift lyrics here, and then it took me a year to do it. So I was like, this on the final day that I was 22, I did it.
nice.
Okay.
I feel like
I
if,
remember that post. And then someone messaged you like, how old are you again? And I was like,
Ha ha ha.
get out.
clenched teeth laughter. But alright.
Ah.
If you're here today, then today's stream is brought to you by JJ Malibu. I think this is the last D&D stream that will be brought to you by them. So shout out to the sponsor. Go check them out at jjmalibu.com.
We will miss their pineapple.
exclamation mark. We will miss their pineapples.
Pineapple.
Use my code TheBarinade15 at checkout. Use exclamation mark JJMalibu in the chat if you'd like to get a link to their website. They're pretty cool. They have some good stuff. They have comfy clothing. Today, I'm wearing a yellow hoodie, which is pretty nice and soft. Especially this is a weird thing to point out that is kind of cool, but the little caps on like the ends of whatever these things are like very high quality. They're like metal. They're really,
Yeah.
really nice. High quality. And
Outlet.
these sleek black pants, they've got their logo like just embroidered here. It's like
Whee!
this silvery thread. It looks so nice in the black. So go have a look. If you'd like to buy anything like that, make sure you use my code on a non-sale item. It won't work on a sale item. And with that, we are heading in to Shiny Boys session 54. Take it away, Aelin, for our recap. Thank you very much.
So we pick back up, leaving the fountain. Jade suggests we take a day trip to Capital. Sure, let's go. So we look for some horses to expedite travel, as Dridi is a ferret for the next however long. Jade asks for directions and is told about a stable with rhinos and dinos. We don't find any rhinos, but we find some gemstone dinos. And Core makes friends with some of them by bribing them with gemstones, since that's what they eat. We have 2 stegos and 2 velociraptors. Fun. Not thinking about that one. Thoughts to avoid. So we begin our journey to Capital, which takes roughly 12 hours. In which time, Dridi remains wild-shaped the entire time. On the way, we see a Dragloth, which is super weird, not native to this plane. We clock each other and keep going, like nothing's wrong here. And we approach Capital as the drawbridge is...
in the night.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Whee!
Humor.
Everything is awesome.
Core blasts the winch near the goblin, and the goblin runs off. And we head into Capital and quickly make our way to Peach's shop, as she is a tattoo artist as well as a bookseller. It's after hours. She doesn't live here. We don't need to break the door open since it's already unlocked and kind of ajar. Oh well. That's kind of weird. Anyway, Medusa stuff is hanging everywhere. It's clear there's been a takeover. Also, Peach's shop is a tattoo parlor in a bookshop. Core finds some books on fairies, some mythos, some lore, and conspiracy theories. And in the conspiracy theory book, he finds a painting of himself as a fairy, as well as a cloaked portrait of Kal-El. Core steals the book. We go through the receipts, find Peach's home address, and a letter informing people that Capital's been taken over by Medusa, and if you don't have a banner, bad shit happens. Speaking of which, there's a curfew in effect, so we're like, let's go stay at Avros's house, which, since he hasn't been here, has been burned down. We're like, well, this is fine. Let's stay in the basement. You know, that basement. Anyway, Alyssa had left a note saying that, like, the housekeeper and Penny and Tiny Fury are, like, staying with her, and we're like, yeah, we'll check that. We'll scope out her place in the morning. And then we don't. Core and Jade comfort Treaty, who's kind of dissociating and not, like, feeling anything. We have some theories on, like, Zephy's body creation via maybe sacrificing people. Who knows? Maybe Kal-El's immortality as, like, a battery. We restore Valentina's memories, but they don't all come back because there's more than just magic shit at work. We plan to go out the next day for tattoos, but since we're all very recognizable, paint is going to be involved, and other disguises.
Yeah, it's a paint party.
We have a long rest. Those of us who are light sleepers wake up as a Medusa guard's, like, going around checking for, like, banners and noting the ones that don't have them. We all get up early and do some exercise. Cormorant are very cute.
Comrade.
Yeah.
I think I heard somewhere that comrade in China
I
is
know.
slang for gay.
Which
Huh?
makes this even better than it was. I'm just gonna get something to prop my iPad up, but yeah, I love it.
This is good news.
Yeah,
So
it is.
Jade is pink, Tamar and Valentina are blue. Jade works really hard and convinces Dridi to go for the
does.
tattoo, and
'Cause he
she
loves
agrees
Ruby.
to get painted lavender.
Yay, she's lavender.
Core
I'm
becomes a
not here,
half
but I'm
orc.
still here.
We leave the dinos to guard the basement and make our way to the tattoo parlor / bookstore. We notice that it's a lot less crowded on the streets. There's a lot more guards about, and there are absolutely zero Dragonborn at all.
That doesn't bode well.
And we all arrive and we confirm that we're all down to get tattoos.
Okay.
Yay. C'est bon.
I'm lighting
It
some
is the end.
incense so that this session will go well for us.
Oh, incense. Okay.
Yay.
All right.
Onk.
So, thank you very, very much, Aylin, for the recap. I appreciate it. That was wonderful. It was fun reliving some of those memories. And
Oui.
with that, with your morning in your wake and partially behind you, you arrive at the tattoo parlor, and you're there. And it's up to you what you do now. Now, I think at the very end of the session, you entered and we were about to kind of go through everything, but we'll kind of rewind just a little bit as you enter the tattoo parlor to kind of give it like a nice chapter beginning. So, who's entering first? How are you entering? What are you asking for? Peaches appears to be there behind the counter as you approach the establishment.
Can I say from last game, we said we entered and she didn't recognize us. I'm pretty sure that was the end.
Yeah, so as you enter, she doesn't recognize you. Given that you're all
Jade will-
painted and you look a little bit
And
different. since last
Dridi's
time.
horns look like antlers rather than
Yeah.
Yeah.
usual.
I love that. Jade will duck under the door, realizing it's a little bit short for his height. And then, in the moment of like foresight, turns around and just pulls Tamar down, knowing that he's about to walk head first into something.
Thanks.
You're very tall, and you will walk into things if you don't watch where you're going.
I have bumped my head many a time.
I know, I can tell.
So much. Yes, Jade.
It does, really, it does. Core, you are correct.
I would say a high five, but you just the moment is gone. You walked ahead.
Oh, okay.
Peaches looks at all of you at this point. Wow, welcome.
Oh, we're here for tattoos.
Yes.
For tattoos? Of
Very specific, Seelie runes.
She
We
thinks
just
for a
think they're
moment. Do you have a rune in mind?
I will, hang on. I should have prepared this information very quickly before. I did, but I didn't open it all up.
I have the info, but she's just asking if you've got a specific look that you're going for.
Oh, yes, I will show her. Jade pulls out a bit of like oil parchment paper where he's like sketched his little design. And he just says, this is the one.
Oh wow, this is a really lovely design. Did you have an artist commission it for you?
No.
He's somewhat of an artist.
Well, whoever made this is absolutely wonderful. I haven't seen penmanship like this in quite some time.
I am very dexterous and good with my hands.
And old.
Oh,
Wait, are you saying that
I
you
am.
drew this rune?
I did, yes.
It would be an honor for me to tattoo this upon... who is it that's getting the tattoo? Is it more than one of you?
Yes. We will all get a tattoo, although I think Driti might... Oh no, I said her name. The game is up.
I have a
You
question.
know who we are.
Could we have like discussed like alternate names before going into the shop?
You could have. I'll be Bob, says Tamar. Bob Bubbly, if anyone asks.
I'll be Jade.
No, Jade.
Jade,
I'll
you're already
be-
Jade.
Looks down. Is he pink, did he say?
Yeah.
I'll be Rose.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Rodrigo, what about you?
Daffodil.
Second.
Oh, she was gonna ask Core if he had any suggestions
No.
since he
Okay,
has
so-
a bunch of aliases.
Daffodil's
Wait.
cute.
Daffodil. They're flowers that bloom only in spring, and you bring a joy that only spring can bring.
That's quite nice.
Cool.
Thank you.
I'll be Tok. Let's keep it with the changeling names.
I like
Talk.
that. Talk. What was my name again? Bob.
Tick.
Bubbly. Let's go. Alright, so that's the flashback that you would have had in that moment.
Rose, Bobbly, and Daffodil.
this,
Also known as the Backyardigans.
this is our like AU crew. Bob Bubbly. Alright, so you say Daffodil instead of Drudy.
Yeah, Daffodil is fine.
Yay!
So all of you in that case, well, it's nice to meet all of you. I'm Peaches. I'll be the one doing the tattooing.
We assumed.
Yeah, this is sort of something that I've been working on. Well, I won't get into the nitty gritty. I won't talk too much. But follow me. Whoever wants to go first. And she leads the way to what looks like to be a sort of sacrificial altar. No, it's not. It's not that at all.
That's really cool.
Horus
I like
triggered.
that. I think it's horrifying, but I also think it's cool. Well, Jade will turn to Core and just say, "Well, you can pick the place
Where your tattoo is gonna be.
somewhere only you would know."
I want mine in the living room. Oh, you meant a body. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Okay, I understand what you mean.
Tamar, it needs
Marsh
to
should
be
go
on your
first.
body.
Tamar like turns a he's colored blue right now, right? He's turning a different color of blueberry as he turns his head a little bit away from everybody else, scratching his chin. I didn't say anything. That was the wind.
Yes, wind sound very much like your voice.
People have told me I have a breezy. To me, I'm digging my hole deeper.
People have told you have a breezy demeanor.
Let's just.
You look a little bit windswept, even.
Tamara, haven't anyone told you have a breezy demeanor? Words have never been uttered in a sentence before, ever.
Tattoos somewhere no one else can see them.
On my
Cool,
chest.
but if Core's going...
Actually, a lot of people will probably see that.
If y'all have
That's
not
very
decided,
forward
I
of
will
you.
go ahead.
Oh, Virginia, where are you getting yours?
No place you need to know about.
Okay.
Yeah!
Maybe I should get mine in a place that no one should need to know about.
The bottom of
Also,
the
if you check in the Discord chat, I dropped kind of an example that I found this morning.
Yay!
Oh wow.
So Trudy's is going to be like a chest tat,
That's
since she's always buckled up to like here.
Makes sense.
Yeah!
Very nice.
Very cool. Very
Tamar does wear a shirt, but it, by chance usually it sometimes gets ripped off by terrain.
By terrain.
Terrain, aka his
He's like
neck.
an adventurer, wandering through the forest, chopping down vines,
Or
and then
walking into doorways.
a bramble catches his shirt. I feel like I've seen that in a movie or something.
Or on the cover of some Mills and Boone novel.
But okay,
We're all getting a peek into Thomas's DM brain at the moment.
We know what Thomas likes.
that's just my regular brain. It's just seeping through. My regular brain is oozing, as it always does. But Virginie, it is your move as you take the first step towards having the tattoo. Now, are you getting the same tattoo as everyone else?
No, hers is going to be like this, like blossoming.
Oh, looking like the example that you gave. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
similar, except for instead of like the other flowers, it's just hydrangeas and like forget-me-nots.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, as the tattoo is being done, I'll let you describe what it's looking like as the process goes through. I think what would happen, essentially, in this case, since this is a magical world and the tattoos can be done in a very magical way, it won't necessarily have to be a case of, we'll do the lining right now, come back in a couple days, we'll give you, the little thing, don't touch it, don't remove it, put a band-aid.
Grab the ink sac.
Yeah, it'll all be done in one session. It'll be a long session, but it'll be done in one go.
Yeah. But she's also deliberately getting it somewhere where she knows it's going to hurt.
On top of the... You hear...
Hence why it's, right on, the sternum.
The pain.
Yeah.
As
You do so much for session tattoos.
As you sit down, in the...
Also,
Yes.
before she goes, she's going to say, Jade, you convinced me to do this. Will you stay with me?
Yes. Of course.
That leaves you and me, buddy. Slaps Tamar across the back.
Oh, it does.
I trust you both not to kill each other.
Mm,
No promises.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
For you, Jade.
That's the best I can ask for.
It's really
Well-
a coin toss at any given moment.
This is exactly what I expected.
If I die, let my dying wish be that Cor
No.
was
Jade leaves.
a nerd. Okay. The two of you, Cor, Tamara, you both watch over as Jade, you accompany Vidridi to what looks to be a much more ornate looking sort of chair that leans back as well. I don't know if you've ever seen those old-timey barber chairs that are really decked out with the fancy
Sweeney Todd.
yeah, like that. It looks kind of like that sort of chair with the velvety sort of red cushioning and the sort of the gold, the gold what do you call them? Handles, armrests. That's what I was thinking. And it just looks wonderful. It looks like something out of a Victorian era sort of a barbershop. And as you sit down onto the cushions, this is probably the most comfortable you will feel in this process, as you are about to get a tattoo, a magical one at that, in a place where tattoos are generally known to be quite painful, right on top of the rib cage. It hurts me to even imagine it.
I heard it felt like deep cat scratches over the bone.
Yeah, it does feel like cat scratches over
Do you
and
have a
over.
tattoo, Aylin?
Yeah,
Oh,
Ooh.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
yeah. I have the Sailor Mercury like transformation orb
Oh, that's so
on
cool.
my
That's
ankle.
really, really cool.
Your ankle.
That's
Oh,
really
yeah, that would be over bone.
It's
Well,
above the bone.
I went away. I got scared of tattoos for a very long time, and Lily has helped me
I
get over that.
convinced him.
But
I
in the time before, I realized how well I thought they were scary.
Mm.
I wanted a rib tattoo of some kind, but
Oh,
Very
I
painful.
think I think that
The
might be a
most
bit
painful.
beyond me.
You can
That might
start
be-
with like non-painful ones because the ones we're getting is
Something-
here,
Yeah.
which is not that painful as long as it doesn't hit this area.
Yeah.
That's painful,
Yeah.
but here's fine.
I have a vision of getting matching tattoos on both sides so that it's symmetrical. Wouldn't that be funny?
Wouldn't that be funny? We can design them. We're gonna design them and then get them
pretty cute.
done. And I'm getting one on my leg as well, so you can have a
Yeah.
few.
I'm excited to
I'll
see the
I
tats.
hug you while you get it.
Yeah, tattoos are cool. Tattoos are cool. I've kind of been in this position where like I want to get one at some point, but I can never think of anything that's cool enough to get. I did have one idea that I thought was cool, which would be like an animal skull with like vines and flowers growing out of it, but
That's cool.
don't know when.
I've seen a lot on TikTok like that.
Mm.
Yeah. I
I'm on
like
tattoo TikTok. I just yawned, but it was very tiny.
there are these there are these cute little clowns, and I dreamed about them the other day. These like cute little clowns where they look really cute, like woo, and I think it's really really cute. Also, like a howl star.
I really want to get a house. I want to get a house
That'd
with
be
a
really
castle tattoo. The brand
Yeah.
tattoo is the one we're definitely getting, and I'm gonna get
House
Peter
with a
Pan quote
castle.
on my leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next one, like when I have the fun money to do it, I really want to get basically the one of my my first character's like daggers
Oh.
tattooed on like my thigh with
That's
like
cool.
the essentially he had like a flaming dagger that was like one of his like signature weapons for like
Mm.
the
Oh,
end game. So
that's cool. If I got a Tarry tattoo, he had crystals that grew out of his face, so I would get like maybe like crystals or something.
On your face.
like
No,
a
not on my
geode or
face.
something somewhere.
Like a geode, yeah. Like, but he used to have crystal acne.
Oh, I love Terry.
I miss
That's
him.
cute.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think with tattoos, you've got to think about them for like
Yeah.
at least a year before you get them put on your body.
Yeah.
Mm.
But Emma and I have been
What-
talking about the brand tattoo for a while, so
Hell yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of tattoos,
Scary.
yes. It's not scary.
Aylin, as Bridridi, you're describing. Now I'm gonna say that you had a moment to tell, to say exactly, like describe in detail exactly what your tattoo would be like. How does it look as it's being made?
She probably like pulls out like a sketchbook that has like
Oh, it actually has a picture
like
reference.
that has photo references.
Mm.
Basically flower references of, the two flowers that she's picked out.
Mhm.
And kind of like puts together kind of like a general like sketch.
Mm. Okay.
And for color it probably has kind of a little bit like a watercolor aesthetic.
Oh, okay, that's sort of like washed out, sort of like.
The flowy kind of like bleeding like blues and purples
Okay.
with a
I
little
think
bit of green.
that's pretty cool. Since this is a magical tattoo, I will allow any sort of designs, pretty much. Anything that like can be done will be done. So anything you want, it'll look exactly how you want it to turn out. She uses this time carefully
Jade is
going
gonna
over.
take Trushi's hand, and as the tattoo is happening, he's just gonna say, "Thank you for coming with us. It means a lot to me. I'm not very good at emotions are difficult for me to." Thank you.
Like while he's like holding her hand, she kind of starts like blooming this like hydrangea around his hand.
Oh,
It
What does
means
this one
thank
mean?
you for understanding.
I hope.
We're very closed face, but does not mean the emotions are not there.
I think that's correct.
I think she actually like switches to like Sylvan to say that, and she would have said stoic instead, since common isn't her first language, and it's a little bit harder for her to say her feelings in it.
I'm glad I can speak to you like this. Even if I don't really know how I know this language. I have it, so I'll use it to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
And Jade will just hold her hand, if that's what she wants. If not, he's very content to sit there completely still.
Mhm.
And say absolutely nothing.
She's probably gripping his hand a little bit because it does hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You feel
see. Clack, 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 clack. No, no.
Not that hard.
I think you would feel, and the others nearby would hear as well, a sort of magical sort of as the sort of a gemstone-looking device that she has makes a sort of humming noise as she fills out and draws the tattoo in detail with precision. Care, being as gentle as possible, it still is quite painful, and it feels like you said, small cat scratching out a giant picture, in a sense. And time passes. Now, because it'll take a while, if everybody's doing nothing else, then I would like everybody else, except Rodridi, to take a short rest. If you'd like to.
Oh,
Now, this opportunity will come up during all of the tattoos if you'd like, for everyone except the person actually getting the tattoo. Because while you are staying still, a restful experience it is definitely not.
sweet.
But a little bit of time passes. Maybe, I think, about 2 hours.
During this time, Jade is thinking of the things he loves most in this world. Core, Tiny Fury, Driti, and Tamar.
Aw.
Even if they're in different ways.
I love how Tamar comes after Trudy.
He's not there yet!
I'm
Not
bubbly.
there yet. It's still different from
Or is
Driti.
provoking Tamar this entire time, and he's having great fun with it.
What's Core doing? What's Core doing to provoke Tamar?
I think he's just like entertaining the idea that Tamar wanted to go on a bank heist. He's trying to like get the ideas that Tamar had in mind. Like, oh yes, how are you going to do that exactly?
Look, I was in my formative years back then, a year ago.
You mean like 10 days ago?
10 days ago, maybe. It's a bit of. Look, I have greater things to look forward to now.
What did you need the million gold for?
The itself. I wanted to, bathe in riches. I thought it would be nice. I had this. It's actually embarrassing to say. I don't want to say it.
No, you have to now.
Okay,
It's law, you have to.
Okay, but you can't. Okay, I guess you can tell the group, but I wanted to fill a bathtub with gold pieces and bathe in it. But then I realized that's probably not that nice. Felt that would be more uncomfortable than anything.
So you didn't want to spend the money or invest the money. You just wanted to lay in it.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough. I still think it's a great idea.
Okay, I thought. I'm glad that you approve. Regardless, though, it's not in our best interest or my best interest at the moment to rob any banks. I think. I also am not so sure I can get away with it.
Pull it off anyway.
Yeah, I've had that realization.
I don't think you can do it.
I've come to terms with it. Wait, you don't think why not?
Nah.
Cool. They really think I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I just don't think you have the.
I changed my mind. I'm going to rob a bank today.
Today,
I'm going to get
sure?
my tattoo, which I will not cry during, and I will rob a bank.
I think you're gonna cry, and I don't think you're gonna rob a bank today.
I refuse. If I cry, I will pay you 10 gold.
Deal.
Alright. And he shakes on it with core.
You really should have asked me to pay 10 gold if you didn't, but you walked into that one now. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I am so sure of myself that I don't need a counter bet.
Alrighty.
I will go next.
That is
Virginia?
intriguing.
I have a small question, which is how much do these tattoos cost?
Oh, you did not ask about that. Are you asking... Oh my god, I had a blank. What's the librarian's name?
Peaches.
Peaches! I was gonna say Pebbles. I was like, that's not correct. And then I couldn't think of it.
Be the name.
Peaches. Do you ask Peaches? As your tattoo is coming to an end, it's almost done. You are about a minute away from completion. She's just doing the touch-ups now, fixing a few lines here and there, and putting like the highlights on it at this point.
I mean, Drudy wasn't gonna. It's that thing of like I assumed that we would have found out before.
No, nobody asked. It's up to you to find out whenever you decide to.
Maybe you should ask.
And done. Sorry, I was silent for that whole time. I was just focusing. But I think it's ready.
We did not need conversation.
I think that's fair. I have a mirror if you'd like to have a look.
Oh,
Sure.
Okay, I'll bring it out. And she disappears to the back for a second. Not to
how
the...
much does this cost, Treaty?
Part of me assumed that you would have asked beforehand, but
Yes, Look, I've never. I had a lot
It
on my
is-
mind while planning this. I did a lot
It's
of
not the money.
preparation. I just didn't.
We've
think about
all
the
had
money.
many
I never
things
do.
on
It's
our
in,
minds.
it's in character for me, honestly. I'll just
It is
pay
fine.
whatever it is.
no, don't worry about it. I can.
I have. He starts emptying his pockets.
No, no,
I
no, no,
have,
no, 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 no.
um,
Drudy stops
There's
that.
like some leaves, a bit of parchment, a little, like a random amount of crystals. You don't know where they've come from. They just appeared.
As Jade is
Piles of
emptying his
gold
pockets,
just loose,
Drudy is just
along
putting
with
it
the
back.
Do you know that... I forget if it's in Treasure...
Frosting.
Do you know in Treasure Planet where they come across that big pile of gold and then like the
Yes.
captain is at the top? Peaches comes back to that scene, basically, in the middle of it. It's just all the gold emptied out from Jade's pockets. She comes back with a mirror, and it's a quirky mirror. It's quite fun. It's like a long, full-body mirror, but the frame is like decorated with like these little carved books. It's like stacks of books
Aw.
are like designed to be like the border of the bookcase. It's I mean the bookcase, the mirror, to match the aesthetic of the rest of the book half of this pseudo tattoo parlor. She brings it out, and Vidri, it's up to you to stand up if you'd like to, out of the chair that you've been sitting in for the last 2 hours, to have a look at your new
She was already up.
She was alright. Okay, you're already up. You're shoveling all the gold back into Jade's pockets.
Yeah.
And you have a look at your tattoo. And it looks exactly as you hoped it would, in whatever way you imagined it, and how you described it to Peaches, and how the picture looked as well that you gave. It looks brilliant. And then she looks at
Thank
the
you
rest
very
of
much.
Brilliant.
How much do I owe?
Oh, for a non-magical tattoo such as this, it would be...
They. Did you the
The Sylvan Rune is built to be put in there.
Oh, you
Yeah.
want the Sylvan Rune in there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all.
Okay.
That's
That was
the
the
point of
point.
it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting like a
They want-
different... Okay. I understand.
No, it's all gonna be in.
Yeah, okay. For a magical rune and tattoo such as this, changes the price a lot. That'll be 100 gold per tattoo.
Oh,
Drudy drops 300 gold. Thank you very much.
Is this for 3 tattoos?
Yes.
No, that is...
Damn it.
Core is not there.
Oh, but I kind of said that's 3 times the price.
wait. So is it 300 gold or 100 gold? Looking between the two of them.
100 gold per tattoo.
Patricia gave you 3.
100.
Why?
Because you tip your artist.
She blushes a little bit. She tears
I
up a
see.
little bit as well. I can't accept this much. At least take back 120.
I will take back 50.
No, take it.
Take back
it, Peaches.
take back 80.
Please.
Final offer.
Accept.
75.
Deal. And she
There we
pockets.
Yeah, what did we just do?
225?
225?
Yeah, 225. She
Okay.
pockets. I just realized. Oh no.
Yeah, us doing this to
Math.
ourselves.
Me digging my own hole, like.
My dad literally sat me down today and said, "Now I know you're not very good with maths," and I was like,
Wow.
That's rude.
Ow.
"Yeah,
It's almost true, but it's not at the same time.
you don't say it to me."
No.
Other talents.
Yeah.
But okay, you stand with your tattoo, Ridgely,
Yeah,
and your rune
She
engraved.
blots
in
the
its
blood, covers it up.
She'll give you
pins
a
herself
towel
back
as well.
up.
This one is sanitized. If you like this one, it's also
Well,
warm.
she uses her own bandages and stuff.
Oh,
so-
okay.
yeah.
I'll put this on the rack for anybody else who would like towels. This is like a hotel service. There's just like these like wrapped towels that are just steaming. For your face as well, if you'd just like to relax. We have a few.
Sorry, my brain going through the tattoo aftercare.
It's magical tattoo aftercare.
Yeah.
Last
Second
concern.
skin.
I
It's
promise I
gonna
don't want to
make it
infect any of you.
equal.
I am missing a dice.
Oh no.
Okay, fine.
Core, where did you last leave
My
it?
dice are on the.
I'll help you look for it.
Did it hurt, Treaty? When you
Yes,
told
very
me?
intensely.
That was a no.
That was very funny.
I know.
Yeah, yeah. She answers flatly, yes, very intensely.
Oh, I see.
It is good.
Okay. As in, the pain was good.
It feels something.
I think
She's
Cora
trying to
mentioned this me before.
articulate.
Sometimes pain feels good. I understand.
Feeling something is better than feeling nothing.
Were you feeling nothing before?
Yes,
Why?
because the feeling things hurts. So this is a feeling thing that hurts but is good.
I think that one's a bit too much for me. I don't think I can't not feel something. Sometimes I just don't have anything to feel.
It's like when you feel so much, too much, it just stops. Because everything is just numb.
I think maybe I felt that one time. Maybe I felt that when Bronze left me. Do you feel it for your family? Or for something
Yes.
else? Oh. I think it could go away when we find them again.
I hope so.
Well, if I think about it, the reason that you're feeling this is because we don't know what's happening to them or where they are. But that we can fix that.
We can try.
We can fix that.
We can fix that.
So who's next?
Oh, it's Tamar or me or
I will go
Cor-
next.
I'll go and Tamar.
Thank
When
you.
did you get in here?
I got in here a long time ago. I'm here to settle a
Oh.
bet.
Before
Oh.
Tamar got
Good to
there,
hear that.
Drady would have said thank you to Jade.
I don't know what this is for, but you're welcome.
All right, Tamar, get in the chair.
Oh, hello.
Who's next? I have a bet to settle. And he goes
Oh.
towards the chair.
Wait, we need to decide. Where are you having it? Tamar, your chest?
I did want to have it on my chest, but it might be visible. Is visibility a problem?
A lot of me is always visible, so I haven't actually decided yet.
Jade looks like he has an idea.
You look like you have an idea.
Well, he'll just touch the small of your back, right between your wings.
It's a good idea. Core's gonna have to transform back for her to do this. Just realized.
I can put a big sheet over you.
She's gonna have to. You know, I'm chickened out. I'm gonna go get my friend who wants my tattoo. Core backs out of the door. He'll come back in about 5 minutes in his transform state.
Jade looks genuinely sad for those few 5 minutes.
He winks at Jade on the way out.
Tamar, what does it mean?
I'm sweating, Jade. I'm scared. I've never had a tattoo.
No, you need to know. Wait, I'm confused. What is happening? What is wrong with you?
Is it gonna hurt?
Yes.
Do you want me to punch you? No, I shouldn't do that.
Punch me in the face. Right now.
I can knock you unconscious so you don't feel it.
No,
That
I
is
don't want to be
spasmodic.
unconscious for it. I need to prove that
Okay.
I won't cry.
He will still feel it even
It's a-
sleeping.
Oh, I see. Then I also don't want to hurt you. Also, it's okay to cry, I think.
But then I lose the
Also,
bet.
I'm sorry, Treaty's being mean.
I had an idea though. As far as visibility is concerned, I was thinking about getting the tattoo here, but now I'll get it here, underneath my arm and my ribs.
Oh, Tamar.
I'm ready.
That's gonna hurt so much. Tamar doesn't know that.
Peaches looks at Tamar. Are you sure? That is probably one of the most, if not the most painful place to get it.
Yep.
Yes, I'm ready.
Wait, what was the bet? What was the bet?
That I would not cry.
Emma.
Oh, Emma!
Oh no!
Emma!
It's fixing.
Oh. Hello.
Emma.
Oh.
Lolly.
Tamar walks over, and he sits down in the barbershop chair, sweating
Also-
profusely.
Core comes back in his fairy form. I have to see this.
Ayla?
Drudy asked what was the bet.
Ah, that I wouldn't cry during the tattoo.
Core pulls a chair up right next to him. Hello.
Can I
Hello.
get in on this betting action?
Yes.
Of course you can.
Jade is a crystal, therefore just by touch he's rather cold. So can he just hold Tamar's face to give him like, I don't know, some kind of like relief? No, like more just like this.
Are you sabotaging my bet, Jade?
I don't understand.
He flicks Jade's hands off Tamar. He's like,
Jade, if I lose the bet, I will pay for your tattoo.
Oh.
This is getting better and better, just saying.
Yeah, Drudy puts 15 gold in the pot.
15 gold in the pot.
This is great.
Jade seems to be putting money
Oh,
in
sorry.
the pot and starts emptying his pockets again.
Sorry, 20, because that way it'll be even, I think. I don't want to mess with odd numbers.
Alright, start inking him. Go ahead.
Alright, what would you like? Okay, I was thinking of this. A pile of money.
No, Tamar. You're not allowed to choose it.
Jade, where did you go? You're not allowed to choose.
Switching devices.
A good moment. Jade! What is happening? Hello. Welcome back.
That was so good.
What happened?
Well, you said you're not allowed to choose it, and then you cut off immediately.
Cut off.
Jade malfunctions as his plan seems to crumble before his eyes, and he just says, "No, I chose the tattoo for you. I designed it. I took time."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I see?
Yes, you've already seen it, but okay.
Oh, it looks
I'll
even
show
better
them.
than I remember.
I show them the design.
So Jade, describe for us in that case, or Emma,
Nothing
describe for us.
behind
What does
those
the what
sweet
does the
eyes.
tattoo look like?
Not a
Let
thought.
me. Where is it? I drew it. Where did it go?
I do it.
Where'd you
Drew
go?
it.
I miss you so.
Turn around. Bright eyes. Oh, here it is. Oh, yes. These ones.
Oh
This
yeah!
one. Jade gets this one. And this one's tomorrow. Or is it the other way around? Nope. Yes. Help. This one is Jade. Yeah? And that one's tomorrow.
Makes
Yeah.
more sense because Jade's like a more of a C-ish.
Yes.
Tomorrow's like a green lentil. Or a split pea.
A split pea, please.
I love being surrounded by split pea color.
He sits down in the
Cole
chair.
says in bed.
Oh my god.
I am now taking psychic damage.
This is scandalizing. No! No! Screams externally. Ah!
It's a split pea sandwich.
Ah!
Oh. Mm. Oh.
Also, apparently the clouds are pink, so I'm just gonna go look at them.
Oh! Please do.
Well,
Also, once the actual process starts, Dirty probably like leaves the room to go watch Ilaria and Valentina.
Okay, I think they're just, at the moment, probably outside or at the very edge of the tattoo parlor, just waiting there, chilling, keep it to themselves, not creating much
pleased.
of a ruckus.
sorry.
Welcome
I know I
back.
did that.
Oh, how are they? How are the pink clouds?
They're really pink and cool.
Oh, it's cool. I'm glad. So, speaking of cool, somebody who's cool as a cucumber heading in to the tattoo is Tamar himself. He sits down, sweating quite a lot. I would like this tattooed here. And he points to your drawing, Jade. And points to his under his left arm ribcage.
That's going to hurt you, but okay.
Nothing hurts me more than...
Nothing hurts him anymore.
Nothing hurts me anymore. Nothing hurts me more than losing a bet.
That's accurate.
Right.
Core has the biggest smile on his face. He is enjoying this.
Are you quite sure? Yes. Zap me. There's no zapping involved, actually, but
It's just deep needles penetrating your skin
that sounds
over
worse.
and over.
But I'm ready. Here goes nothing. It's gonna pinch a little bit, okay? And here we go. Ah! I haven't begun yet. That was just my hand. But the needle is coming. Oh my god, okay. I don't know if I mean, I'm ready. I've never been more... Ah! He winces in pain. As... I was gonna say Penelope. Why did he... Peaches. Peaches makes the first line of the tattoo. And she begins to start making it. Tamar is there, clearly in pain.
No.
Jade, punch me in the face. Please don't punch him while I'm doing the tattoo.
No.
Okay.
I refuse. I've changed my mind.
Okay.
I
Alright.
prefer not to.
Let's... He passes out.
Emma's face.
He
Someone told me that core bottoms tops from the bottom.
Oh my god,
This
this
is news.
That was not to be shared on stream, Emma.
What on
Oh.
earth? I decided I'm retiring. In life in general, I'm quitting my job too. It's too much.
Also, Core's an experimentalist.
Aww. I thought he was gonna have Jade.
What? He's gonna have Jade do whatever.
Sorry, I hate my laugh.
My soul has left my body.
Great.
Right. Tomorrow's getting tattooed. Okay, he's in the chair, and he passes out after hyperventilating. Cord, do you inspect him for tears?
Yes.
Okay, roll for me an investigation check.
I'm gonna wipe my thumb under his eye.
Okay.
Oh, 24. No,
24.
25.
25. Okay, you wipe to see. A lot of sweat. What now? Oh no. What is going on?
Emma said not to tell me.
She what?
I needed this to take a second.
I'm concerned. This
You know,
yes.
Core has a certain tolerance for these things, but I just don't. I'm just like,
Yeah, I feel you.
mm.
I agree.
If this is too much, I am sorry.
No, it's fine. It just took me off.
Did it not get sent to group chat or just get sent?
No. This one's just for Lily.
Can I send this to the group chat?
No! No!
No.
Let's just say
It's spicy.
let's just say
And I don't
Jade wanted to be something for Tamar.
No! Mama!
Oh, I read it wrong. That just this is great.
I feel
Can we,
scandalized.
let's move on. Okay.
Let's promptly continue.
No!
I'm sorry, Thomas.
Who wants to see the clouds?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, please.
please.
Share the
Let's
clouds.
see the clouds.
Yes, please.
I'm ready for
Put the
the
clouds
clouds.
in the chat.
Look,
Ooh,
Oh,
pretty.
those are nice. Wow,
that's my school.
that's cute. That's a nice picture. I'm slightly traumatized, but ready.
Clouds make everything better.
Okay, Lily, would you roll your investigation check for me, please?
It was 25.
25. You did roll it. Actually, I do remember now. Sorry, I had my mind. I blacked out for a moment there, so I lost some memories. 25. With the 25, you wipe underneath his eyes, checking to see if you get any tear residue. And to your surprise, while you do wipe away sweat, there are no tears to be found yet. But you think to yourself, we've only been tattooing for 35 seconds. There's still almost 2 hours left of this. There is no way he doesn't recover, come back to, and begin bawling his eyes out, you think. Now, as you wait, as time passes by, for Dridi, since you didn't get to take one earlier, if you would like to, feel free to take a short rest if you've used up any slots at all or anything like that. Now is a chance for you to do that, and anybody else who hasn't at any point up until now, feel free during any of the tattoo sessions to take a short rest. Except for Tamara, and Core, you are there. You're looking over it, Tamara. You think you've got this in the bag. And you wait for a while, and time passes. And after about 10 minutes, he comes back to. Did I fall asleep? Oh my god, everything hurts.
We've only just started.
Oh my goodness, am I being attacked? Oh, it's the tattoo. It's the tattoo. Oh, it hurts. Core.
Hey, I'm not the one tattooing you.
I know.
Why are you blaming me? I get blamed for everything around here.
I have to
All
blame
I do
somebody.
is try and help you.
Just-
If you attack Core, then I will stop you.
I would never do that.
No, he can attack me. I don't mind. It's funny.
Well, not physically, at least. Not right now.
Not right now.
I don't think you could also compete with him mentally.
Probably not.
No.
but I haven't cried
Thanks,
yet.
Jade.
That's good.
Go on, Peaches. Stick him again.
Oh, wait. I'm getting to the much more intense part of the tattoo. I've just been doing the outlines, but the coloring is where it's going to really start to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, okay. Tamar looks like he's trying to lay an egg in this chair. Expression of his face. That's a choice analogy. His face is scrunching like he's just had 12 lemons. At once. Peel on.
Yeah.
And after about an hour has passed, he still hasn't shed a tear. But he's clenching his teeth. And now we begin the coloring. Cor. Why? Why have you cursed me so?
I'm cursed. You have blessed you.
I have been cursed.
Cor will lean in and give him a kiss on the nose.
He sheds a tear. Oh.
Yes!
Wait! No! He wails. Unexpectedly, holding it back, he sheds
Got him!
He sheds a single beauty tear. You know, the one tear.
Single bead.
The single bead. You win this time.
I knew I would.
And the rest of the tattoo passes fairly peacefully, as Tamar doesn't seem to cry anymore throughout the rest of it, but he did indeed shed a tear during it. And he gets up out of the chair.
Jade gives him a solid pat on the back.
Thanks. Ow. Ooh, ow. Thanks for the design, Jade. It's quite nice. I like it. But Judy, I like what you came up with as well. I think that's quite lovely.
I don't think Tamar would have seen it. Or
Oh,
Cor.
really? So the two of them haven't seen it. Okay. So I mean,
Unless they came back during the process.
oh, okay. Tamar would have. Well, unless you were purposely trying to avoid them, Tamar. I think Tamar and Cor would have been in the shop, unless Cor was somewhere else. When the mirror was pulled out. But it's up to you if you wanted to do that in privacy so that they wouldn't have seen it. So I'll let you decide that.
Likely because she normally keeps her shirt pretty buttoned up. So
Okay.
it's one of those things that's like, yeah.
Okay, in that case, Tamara does not say that. I wonder what Rujudi got. I like this design. This is quite nice.
Do we have 15 gold apiece?
Well, you get 15.
For the bet. I
Cor
mean.
gets 10.
Oh no, Drudy upped the bet.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was 20. So the pot would have been 30 and they would have each split 15.
Alright.
15 each, man.
He puts 30 into the pot and then looks at you, Jade. I'll pay for your tattoo.
Is this a gesture of some? Is this romantic?
Yes.
Oh. Thank you.
He nods.
I accept the romantic gesture.
He looks to Peaches. How much is it? 100 gold a tattoo. I understand.
You need to tip her.
And you need to
Of course. He turns to Peaches. Peaches, may you come with me for a moment?
Don't hurt the
Of
nice
co- of
lady.
course.
Tamar.
And they walk over to the counter, and he begins whispering.
Jade is going to look at Cor. Oh, sorry, I thought that was going to be like a.
You can listen. Roll a perception check to see if you hear what is being said.
Everybody or
Everybody.
Oh,
nice.
Natural
it's
20.
vaguely not
Oh
cool.
my god! Cor hears every word.
Neat. Its perception is 16.
Pretty good. You hear a lot.
16.
26.
26. You all
There's
hear.
no privacy here.
I think all of you pretty much get
No!
all the information. Cor, you hear every word, so you hear the entire conversation perfectly with your natural 20. The rest of you, I think, for Judy, you'd be able to piece together, from what you hear, the entire conversation accurately. And Jade, you'd hear the majority of it, and be able to piece together a relatively accurate if somewhat vague, version of events. But I think you get the gist of it. Listen, Peaches. Yes? Why are we whispering? I can't let the others know. Can I enter a payment plan for the tattoos? A payment plan? What do you mean? Well, can I pay like some amount monthly for like a year? A year? I guess if you really want to. I've never really taken anything like that, but
That's Tamara invented Afterpay.
Look, I can give you a down payment now, and then I can pay a certain amount every single month, and I will even pay interest. That's okay.
This guy used to be rich.
Keep the
Paul
interest.
says to Jade.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh. And he's not now?
No. That's my fault,
Okay.
partially.
Oh.
Oops.
Here's the down payment.
Can Dridi sidle up in the middle of this conversation and just drop 500?
He looks at the 500. He slides it back to Verdredi.
Jade is going to call out to Tamar.
For
Tamar.
Yes.
for
Tamar.
Hmm?
Tamar.
Yes.
How can you afford this? You're not rich anymore.
You may be surprised. I have my ways.
No, you don't.
no, just let me take care of this for these three as well.
Verdredi.
It's done. She has the coin.
Peaches takes the money. Thank you.
You're
This is way too much. It's only 100 per tattoo.
Yes, and now you also have tip for theirs as well.
Okay, I won't argue with you this time. Actually, roll for me a persuasion check.
Okay.
I have a tiny
No.
sloth pin.
I'll let you with advantage. Oh, it's a cute sloth pin. I'll let you roll it with advantage
Found
because you
it.
have done this already.
Y'all.
How you going?
Y'all. You remember how Dridi has negative charisma?
Yes.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
I
So that's a 5 and a 6.
refuse. I absolutely can't take this money. It's far too much. You have already tipped me, and the tip was very high. I will just take the base cost for the rest. That much is as much as I'm willing to accept and comfortable with.
I will give you 400 for these three and their tips as well.
350.
generous.
Take it or leave it. Peaches looks like she's like trying to be assertive, but she's not used to being assertive. 350.
Yeah.
Tamara looks at you, Verdredi. May I organize a payment plan with you?
No.
No.
I did it as a gift. You may have it.
Aw.
Tamara's his head sinks down. I feel ashamed.
You're gonna rob a bank later, aren't you?
That's right.
That's alright.
You're going to rob a bank?
Yes.
Okay.
Where's the nearest?
Maybe discussing this out in the open is not the wisest course of action.
I'm just getting him started.
I
Just
think
see
I agree.
How chaotic this guy
Peaches.
is.
Oh.
Peaches looks at Tamara. I would advise against that. The bank is fairly heavily guarded now.
Even
We're very
more so.
strong.
But if you'd like to plan that sort of thing, please do it out of my earshot. You know, with the whole she looks behind her at the banner thing going on now. But I
What
wish
thing
you good
going
luck.
on?
But you didn't hear
Yes,
here.
we're new in town.
Yeah. Never been here in my life.
Well, welcome. I wouldn't recommend staying
Can we
here.
have this conversation after? Can we have this conversation after I've gotten our really sentimental tattoos that mean
Of
a
course.
lot to me?
Who's next?
Okay. Jade wants to turn to Cor and have a conversation, which she was going to have during this whole thing, but it didn't happen. So Jade turns to Cor and looks.
Corey's already taking his shirt
I'm
off,
moved
just
a bit.
stripping everywhere.
Okay. Jade just says, "You can decide if you want where it goes for me."
Oh, I thought you had an idea. He like turns around, point.
No, for me. I mean,
Oh, we're not getting the same place.
do you want it in the same place?
Hmm.
I
He's
think
got
I
things
like
happening,
that.
Jade. He's like, you've always got your shirt off though, that's the thing. He like pats Jade's hip, like where the dip is, like just underneath the bone. And he's like, no one ever sees that.
Okay. This is true. I will get it there.
Alright.
Yes. Would you like to go first?
Sure, why not? Don't say anything about the wigs. He points at Peaches and then gets on the chair.
Okay. She walks over to you. And Cora, you sit down in the comfortable, plush chair that your fellow adventurers have also sat in as you
He
get
lies
ready.
face down.
He lies face down. The chair would like recline all the way, and now it's like a massage table-esque sort of situation. You lie down.
Jade is like this in front of him.
Hi.
All right.
Corn
Hello.
licks his nose.
Oh. He twitches it like a rabbit.
That is not the response I usually get. Anyway, continue with the tattoo.
Okay, this may hurt a bit. I'm about to begin. And as Peaches says that, she brings the needle down to... Is it the small of your back that you're getting it?
It's like
Between his wings?
in between his wings, so
Okay.
it's kind of the middle.
One thing that you notice, Cora, as well, as this tattoo begins and you feel a sharp pain between your wings, you do start to feel a strange sensation in your wings, and you start to think, feels like your wings have gotten a little bit stronger. They don't seem quite as sore as they used to be. Now that you're feeling the pain of the needle, you think, this is actually kind of similar to how painful the wings were when I first revealed them. But now, they're hanging around. They're a little bit sore, but not quite as much.
Can I extend them and hit Tamar with one of them?
You try extend it. And this time, they extend further than ever before, with
Yes.
very little pain.
Wow.
Almost as if it's improving exponentially, and you whack Tamar. Tamar is barely hurt. Your wing is suffering right now. It is like you've just been hit by a runaway Tamar rolling into you, into your wing. It feels like you just
It's
crushed
fine.
it. And the pain is there for a bit, but it takes away some of the pain, some of your focus from the pain in your back. And now you're thinking about my wing.
He's just making like faces, but he's not reacting. He's like,
Okay. After a while, though,
Jade?
it subsides.
Has a little smile. And like every time you make a face, he just copies it like.
Core starts laughing.
This is fun for me.
I'm in incredible pain.
Kiss.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And time passes.
I'm cured.
I'm cured. Everything is better now. Time passes. Tamar looks at you from across the store as he is dealing with his own pain right now as well. What a crybaby. I can't believe he actually cried. What a little baby.
But did he cry from Core kissing him or from the pain? Let's be honest.
That's not for me to tell you. That's you'll have to figure that out in game if you'd like to.
I can insight check him.
You can. Would you like to?
Yeah.
Alright, do an insight check.
This dice is going very well today. It's either a 20 or a 21.
Ooh.
It is a 20.
20. With the 20, thinking about his expression, he did seem... That's a very high insight. I think you would get a bigger insight into Tamar than he would maybe like. The tear itself was genuine. But it seems like that tear was more so from the kiss that you gave him that he wasn't expecting. From the heartwarming nature of it, let's say. However, you get a bit more insight into him than that. It seems like the pain that he appeared to be in, he was playing up a little bit for show. Just because he saw that you were getting some enjoyment out of watching him writhe around a little bit. And thinking about it, he's been in some pretty dangerous situations. He's taken a lot of blows. He's bumped his forehead into quite a few door frames. So you get the feeling that maybe he was playing it up just a little bit, although it was quite painful.
He's just entertaining the sadist in Core. That's really sweet.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Can I roll an insight? Can I roll an insight check?
You can. Who are you inside?
On if Core's a sadist.
On if Core is a sadist.
Yes, essentially.
Answer is yes.
It's a +7, but it's only a 12.
Your answer is a yes. No, Core, that's up to you to decide how much information you divulge to Jade, because this is an insight check on you.
Well, he's looking at Tamar, so I think Jade would be able to tell that Core is figuring something out about Tamar, and he thinks it's sweet. You're right there.
Yeah, fine. that was Jade figuring things out.
That was beautiful.
Awesome.
That was in character. Are you right there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Strange one. Core pokes in between the eyes.
Whew.
I have a very high pain tolerance, but I can. Starts oohing in the corner.
I'm gonna insight check Jade. Core's got no idea what's going on.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a 19
Ooh.
plus 6. That's 25.
19. Jade doesn't know if
25.
we want that from him as well. He's so confused.
Oh no.
Oh. Jade, that's very much a me and Tamar thing. I don't want to. You're too lovely. Pats him on top of the head.
I'm too lovely.
There's certain language I just can't use around you.
Oh no.
We're not there yet. You are. Core looks like he just cannot find the vocabulary to talk to Jade about this. He's like,
I think I would rather not hear this right now.
no. I am having a very sentimental, deeply painful moment right now.
Okay.
I enjoy this. It's great.
Well, with your bonding moments happening at
So
the table.
touching.
So touching. It is touching. It is cute. I like the whole mirroring the expressions thing. That was a cool moment. I like that.
That was cute.
That was really fun.
That's wholesome.
That was good content.
Cut out everything else around it.
Cut out everything else around. That's the part that I'm taking out. Like, yes, this is the part that I will remember and cherish. And I was gonna say the night passes peacefully as your night watches come to an end.
I haven't had my tattoo yet.
No, I just my brain is just like a bit all over the place.
A bit
But
fried.
This
Core,
is okay.
as the time passes, and those of you who would like to take a short rest can, your tattoo is finished. And it's all done.
Core sits up, rolls his shoulders. That was an experience. Thank you, Peaches.
You're welcome. Would you like to take a look in the mirror?
Sure.
Okay, hold on. I'll just get a second mirror. And she runs back. Gets another mirror. She places the full body one behind you, and she holds like a small round mirror in front of you so that you can see.
It's lovely.
I hope you like it. It's
And
imbued
Core
with...
will give her 100 gold as well.
No deal. I can't take it.
I take Peaches by the scruff, and I'm like, take it.
Huh. I guess I am in kind of a pickle now. Well, okay. Roll for me.
Empties all the gold.
Roll for me a persuasion check with advantage.
Intimidation.
Intimidation or persuasion, either one.
One is a natural. No, one's a 7, not a natural one. And the other one is an 11 plus persuasion.
Say again.
Plus 6. 17.
17? Okay. I'll take your money.
He puts the bunny in our hands and steps back. Thank you.
The entire party is like, you better take our tips.
The thing, how tall is Peaches?
She's 5'5", I think.
She just got intimidated by a 5 foot tall man.
Okay, if you say so. I can't see you.
Can't even see me.
Okay. As you threaten Peaches,
Take my money.
she asks and looks at Jade. Are you next?
Yes. I'm getting it on my hip. And
Okay.
I'll just sit on the table very stiff.
Okay. I'll need you to lie down.
I understand. Lies down.
And now roll over.
Rolls over.
And then 90 degrees again. So that your face is like...
Okay.
Just like how your friend was.
And I put your hands on your hips and sway them side to side.
And not. This person is not just my friend.
Oh, sorry, your husband. My apologies. I didn't mean to make that mistake.
I think you missed a step.
Is there something further than husband? Soul bonder?
there?
Oh my god.
I don't think that's accurate. I think there might be. Let's continue with the tattoo, please.
Okay, just like that. Alright. Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah. Hi.
Actually, 2 questions. Are you made of jade?
Of course.
Painted jade?
Yes.
Well, okay. I can do the tattoo as normal, or we can do a carving if you'd like. If that won't hurt too much.
Jade has a sudden, instinctual reaction of oh my god.
Alright. Cor goes and holds Jade's hand. It's alright. It'll be great.
That's just very... I can't think of a better word than primordial for me. It makes me think of things, but I want to do this.
Is it only a carving that would work for this tattoo?
No, we can do a tattoo like normal. But a carving is something unique that can't be done on most people, which is why I offer.
It's up to you, dude.
Okay. I'll take the carving then.
Okay. Now this might be a little bit more painful than a tattoo, but you seem like a strong type.
Can everyone else leave except Core
Yes.
and Tamar?
Oh.
There we go.
Okay, I'll stay.
Rudy's been out in the front because once
Easy.
Comrade was going, getting their tattoos to.
In that case, for
Trudy
Judy,
didn't have to sit through all that.
you would be joined by both Ilaria and Valentina, who are there with you, just chilling out, vibing, taking in the sunshine of a nice day. It is getting kind of later into the afternoon. Not too late. It's kind of past mid-afternoon, but not until later afternoon. Or not into the evening, I guess. So time is still there if you'd like to do anything. But we'll get back.
Rudy is vibing with a book, but she's not... She's only half reading, and the other half is just her actually looking over her book at her NPCs that she's just
Valentina... I think Ilaria is taking in the breeze, just sort of sitting there, looking like she's taking sort of a nap. I don't know if you've ever had seen people who do this, or mums who do this. They just sit down at the bench and they just cross their legs and just kind of half fall asleep. She's sort of doing that sort of thing. So she's just chilling there, and Valentina's looking around, very curious, just her surroundings, thinking she occasionally has this expression on her face that's this looks familiar, and then she shakes her head I don't really know what's going on. That's the vibe that you get. Back to the interior. Jade, Tamar, or sorry, no, Bob Bubbly and Jade. What's your faux name?
Rose.
Rose, Bob Bubbly,
Rose
and
Top.
and talk. The team.
Yeah.
You're there.
Jade is just going to like, if Lily's there, is going to look up at Core.
I'll just blow my nose 1 sec.
Okay. Offers a tissue, and then.
Peaches will disappear for a moment.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
In a puff of smoke. No,
Goodbye.
she goes to the back.
It's just going to look at Core and just. I'm very self-conscious, so I'm just going to hide my face in you, and just hides.
I can make that comfier for you if you want, but I think you want just me.
Tamar, you can hold my hand if you'd like.
He holds
You
your
don't
hand.
have to, though.
I
I'm just saying, if okay.
I will.
This is a lot of touching.
Too
But
much
it's
touching?
fine. No.
Okay.
This is fine.
Well, gives a kiss to his forehead.
That's fine. That's fine.
May I offer one as well?
And Jade will have the tattoo. Yeah.
He clumsily. This is not something that he's used to.
He
surprising.
dribbles a little bit.
He like leans over. A shadow casts over the shop as he leans over.
The weather changes. It's suddenly cold.
And he gives you a kiss, but right on the top of your head, an odd spot,
Wow.
and it is very well. Peaches returns,
Wow.
and she's got a mallet and chisel.
Oh my gosh, it's good that Jade doesn't see this.
She walks over.
Or just puts his hands
It's
on
not
either
looking.
side of Jade's face and just like kind of massages.
All right, get ready. This may be a bit painful, but on the plus side, this will take less time than the tattoo. It will be about twice as fast. It'll only take about an hour.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Ching! And
Do I have
she's.
to roll anything for this?
You can, and I will actually get you to roll. I want you to roll for me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
It's low.
Oh!
It's a natural 20. Con save is 8.
8! Okay. Jade, you will actually take a little bit of damage from this.
Okay.
As the careful chiseling.
So long as his leg falls off, it's fine.
I want you to roll the
How
d4 for me, please.
1.
1. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
From the carving.
Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the carving stops for a moment. And you feel a sort of like a and on your back. And she continues. And she keeps carving and carving and carving.
Okay.
And the carving is done within about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And the texture of the rune and the tattoo is mostly there. And then she asks you, I was going to do this part anyway, but I just want to check with you to make sure. Would you like it colored as well and filled in?
Yes.
Okay, that part will just be a tattoo like the rest. This will be far less painful than anything that you've experienced until now. How are you feeling, by the way? Are you okay? Should we take a break?
Do not speak to me, nor perceive me.
She closes her eyes. No.
Oh.
Tamar is there. He's holding your hand very tightly. She pulls out the standard tattooing kit.
Is Jade crying or is he okay?
There may be some shiny eyes.
Oh.
Under the table, I guess, because Jade's face is like down, or is he sitting up?
It could be like this.
He's down.
Like that?
I think in the privacy of where Core is holding Jade's face, he'll just smooth his fingers under Jade's eyes and wipe the tears away.
Thank you.
And 30 minutes pass. And your tattoo is complete. And it is also the only one of the tattoos that is textured. So when you run it over, it feels like a stone, like the one you drew.
That's interesting.
Not like it's like totally like popped out or anything like that, but it's like
No, I know.
very faint. You know, like a book
Sure,
cover sometimes
no.
has like embossed lettering and stuff. It's like, yeah.
No,
like...
I like it. I do like it.
All right, it's all done. Coloring and everything finished.
Thank you.
Would you like to see it?
You can sort of tell, I
You
think,
can
that
just look
Jade's
down at it, right?
rather than rather than being like in pain, it seems that he's just been taking like emotional damage
Aw.
from this experience.
20
When he
points of
looks at
psychic
it, It's
damage.
like a little bit of like, okay. He looks a little bit pale, and then he looks over and remembers Core and Tamar both have it, and he's like, this is good. I like this.
We're united now.
With Driti also. But Core, you never have to worry about it now. We're always going to be visible to you. So I hope that's good.
I was gonna have Core kiss the tattoo, but it's in a bit of a compromising place, so he'll just give Jade a kiss.
He is pleased.
Peaches looks to you, Core, for a second. Excuse me. Talk, was it?
Yeah.
May I talk to you for a moment?
Yes.
Okay, come with me. And she
Can I
goes
inside
with...
check her?
Yeah, you can insight check her.
That was bound to happen with these rolls. 14.
See?
14, you don't sense any malice, but she seems like she's wanting to ask something that might be awkward to ask in front of more than just one person.
I love awkward questions. He walks to the back room with her.
Okay, this is out of earshot of everybody, but if anybody would like to try to perceive, you can do it at disadvantage. But she looks at you, Core. This is a bit awkward to ask about, but, well, she pulls out this, like, sort of little jar that she's kept with her. I have this jar of jade dust. Would you like to keep it? Should I get rid of this?
I'll keep it.
Okay.
I don't think he would like to have that thrown out.
Here you go. It's sort of a powder, but it is jade.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. I didn't want to just get rid of it.
Nah, I appreciate that.
There's
Thank
a
you
little
for the
bit of
tattoos.
sentience in it.
Oh, sentient jade dust.
Like moves around a little
Jade
bit.
has a child now.
Peaches reemerges with Core. Will there be anybody else receiving a tattoo today?
Was Alara gonna get one?
She was.
Unless...
Mum!
Oh, okay, yes.
Calls.
You hear a bonk on the glass of the window outside. Dunk. I think that was Core calling for me. I'll be right back. I sound like Peaches right now. Yes, Core.
It's your tattoo time.
Oh, my tattoo time. Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to be getting. And she starts talking to Peaches. With stalk as well. Peaches is like writing notes. Are you sure you don't have a photo reference? Oh no? Okay, that's fine. I trust your artistic integrity. It's fine. You'll come up with something wonderful. Okay, that's a lot of pressure. And she's there. She's gonna have her time at the tattoo parlor. She looks at you, Core. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be here. If you need me for anything, you can leave me here. I would cry from a little tattoo. I've already got multiple myself.
You?
I do. I've had a few removed. Quite a few, actually.
Tattoos transfer over in the reincarnated body?
Well, the tattoos
I guess
wouldn't
that's
have,
the DM.
but the
Yeah.
knowledge of the pain would have. I guess the experience itself, that would be retained, but the actual tattoos would be gone.
See, this is why you're cooler than my actual parents, because you had tattoos. Not just any parents have tattoos.
It's good to be getting tattoos
Amongst
again.
other reasons you're cooler. Like, obvious ones.
She walks over to you and gives you a very soft, gentle hug. Being very careful to avoid your wings. Very, like, at shoulder height, kind of,
Oh. Can you even reach my shoulders down there?
Oh, yeah. Wait, how tall are you right now?
He's in his fairy form, so he's 5 foot.
She stands on, like, a little bench. At the edge where there's, like, a waiting area, she stands on top of that to give herself a little bit of extra height. It's interesting in this new body. And with that...
Getting used to being short.
I think I've gotten a little bit used to it. It's rather strange, but I like it. I like being alive.
Yeah,
It's a good feeling.
it is a good feeling. Pats her on the head.
And she heads over to get her tattoo done. Now, I will read out for you what this tattoo, or what this rune does. For anybody who wants to know, I will also send this in the group chat later, after the, well, actually I can send it now, I think, right? I can just right-click, save image as, save it to the desktop, bada bing, bada boom, open up the desktop folder, and send it into the group chat. But I will read it out as well for anybody who wants to know. So for anybody that's wondering about what this might do, here is a description. I'm pretty sure this is the right one. I think Emma can confirm or disconfirm whether or not that is correct.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I will read it out.
Correct.
So, for the sake of the stream as well, so that everybody knows what this is a rune, a Sylvan rune, which is uncommon. As an action, you can activate this rune to see through the eyes of a creature wearing another object this rune was transferred to. If the creature is on a different plane of existence than you, the effect fails, and it ends early if the creature travels to one while this effect is active. You continue to see through the creature's eyes until either you or the creature are no longer wearing the object that bears the rune, or until your concentration ends, as if a concentration spell. While perceiving through another creature this way, it is aware of this effect, and you gain the benefits of any special senses possessed by that creature, though you are blinded to your own surroundings. So this is like going into the avatar state, kind of, in a way.
It's like using a familiar.
And then there's an extra little thing about Sylvan runes here, which is fun. I'll read this out to you. This Sylvan rune is part of a line of the powerful ancestral runes, magic-infused glyphs that vibrantly glow and pulse as if at breathing with a life of their own. These elusive runes are known to be only visible to the naked eye when in the presence of a fey creature, and are otherwise only discernible with magical aid. However, since these are visible tattoos, anybody who sees the tattoos will see the tattoo itself, but those disguise the runes themselves, and those can only be perceived in the same way under these conditions. Such as the detect magic or invisibility spells. A creature can focus on such a rune over the course of a short rest, transferring it to the specified type of object where it becomes permanently emblazoned. Empowering the object with new magical abilities. Sylvan runes are highly sought after for their ability, ability to multiply, transferring to several objects at once for creatures. Fey creatures utilizing these runes can transfer them to twice as many objects. Okay, these are not necessarily relevant, but all the relevant details I think we've gone over, and that's how this works.
Yay!
And I think doubly so
Happy.
now that you've had your tattoos and runes, as you get ready to prepare for your adventure into Capital, if that is where you're going, or to aid Ilaria in her tattoo. Before we actually, because we're going to go on a break in just a moment, Aelin, is there anything you would have wanted to do in the short time that Jade was getting his tattoo?
Journey's still kind of like perusing her book and watching
Okay. Alright.
over Valentina and Ilaria. So
Okay. They don't seem to do anything super sus. Pretty much what I described earlier is what you see. Valentina's kind of looking around, keeping an eye on her surroundings with vague curiosity as... I think I said the right name. Valentina's doing that. Ilaria's chilling, half asleep, maybe completely asleep, woken up by Cora's announcement, or call for her, I should say.
Oh.
Mum.
And
Every parent hears that and is like,
Mom, my child.
Mum!
But with that, we'll take a short break to go to the loo, get a tea refill, have a few biscuits if that's what you're doing. And I also take this time to give a shout out to the sponsor. Go check out !JJ Malibu in the chat. JJMalibu.com. Use my promo code TheBarinade for 50% off if you buy anything from them. And we'll be right back after this short break. We'll be back soon.
Yay.
we have audio and we have video once again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the fray
Muffin.
that we're about to engage in. I'm also going to bookend the break with this so that I don't have to break the session as much. Shout outs to JJ Malibu. If you haven't checked them out already, be sure to do so. Go to jjmalibu.com, use my promo code BARINADE15, 15% off at checkout, and use !JJ Malibu in the chat if you want a link to their website. Go check them out for some cute clothes. I'm wearing these. I got them from there. They're pretty nice. I would recommend. But alright. That way I don't have to do the ad break like somewhere in the middle of like, you know, Tamar sees some clothing on the ground. It's JJ Malibu. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Jade strewn top that she never wears.
But alright, we're back and we're ready. Now, all of you adventurers have now gotten your freshly new acquired runes and tattoos that go hand in hand. Now, like I was explaining before, these runes will effectively be hidden from sight in a way, even if your tattoos are seen. Just generally, non-magically, if they're perceived. Do not perceive me. If they are perceived at all, they will be hidden by the fact that they're enshrouded in these like tattoos, basically. However, if somebody were to use, let's say, detect magic or something like that, then they still will be able to see that those runes are there. It's just a mechanics thing. If that comes up later, I don't really know, but that's just in case that's a point of interest later on. We're saying that now, but I think we'll see how it plays out. Regardless, though, tattoos aside, Alaria emerges with not a tattoo to be seen on her, at least nowhere visibly, but she's there with you all now as well. And the party is...
tattoo?
That's a secret.
I'm your child.
It's a secret.
Also,
Paul looks
Cora's
very
the
offended.
one who needs to know. Jade says to Alario.
If you guess where it is, I'll tell you.
It's on your butt.
It might be.
Does that mean peaches for your butt?
Yes.
Are you trying to seduce Peaches now?
No. She
I'm
smiles a bit as she
uncomfortable.
says
Let's
that.
go.
Alright. So,
It takes a lot to make me uncomfortable, just saying.
it doesn't take that much for me. I'm mostly uncomfortable most of the time.
Why?
I don't know. I think my pants are too small.
Well, we can go get you some
Don't
new
do
pants.
I swear they used to fit well, and now my stomach hangs over them just a little bit more than it used to. It's concerning.
Because they're probably the same ones you were wearing 10 years ago.
They were, but I fit into them perfectly 10 years ago.
You were not the size you are today.
Yeah. For better and for worse.
Core just like transforms into younger Tamar and poses.
Corey, this is unsettling. Don't at me in my
You look
own
like you
younger
used to
body.
have a consistent fitness routine.
I did, and I still somewhat do, but now I also have a consistent eating regime, which includes a lot of very wonderful cuisines from all over the.
Hey, I like the dad bod. It's not really bothering me.
Well, I'm glad to know that. Regardless, though, I could always use with a bit more muscle.
I have none.
I'll carry it for the both of us.
This is true.
Well, speaking of carrying, where is it exactly that we're going to be heading to?
Well, I think we wanted to speak to Peaches about what's been happening. I'm sorry I interrupted that earlier.
Well, not at all. I don't even have any recollection of that. I think I lost some memories from the experience of getting that tattoo for the first time.
That is, I understand.
Do we
But you've
want to
never had a
talk?
tattoo before?
Say again. What do you
Never
say?
had a tattoo before.
Ah, no, I've never had one before. Never had one, nor have I ever had one removed.
I knew that.
He looks at Virgil. Virgil, what were you saying?
I was going to say, why does that sound like a lie? But go on.
Do we
I've
want
never
to
had a tattoo or had one
discuss with
removed.
Peaches, or do we want to just go straight to Alyssa's and we will not need to facade?
I don't know about you,
Just-
but I'm
Just
happy.
really quickly.
Yes.
I'm having an allergic reaction on my face.
Ah,
So I'm just gonna keep the camera off for like 10 minutes and see
Okay.
if it goes down. But if not, I will figure something out. But if I have my camera off, that's why.
Okay, that's totally understandable. If you have cream or anything like that, feel free to do whatever you need to do.
It's alright. It just makes my face like a bit swollen and blotchy. But it should come down in a bit. Sorry.
Hope you're okay.
I didn't wear makeup, so you can see all of the blotches.
Yeah, this is unforgivable. How dare you have an allergic reaction?
I'm sorry.
I hope you're okay. I hope you're feeling okay soon.
Oh, fine.
And if it gets worse, all right, let me know, and we can
Yeah.
put
It's all
pause on
good.
it.
It's all good.
Health is number one priority.
Beautiful.
That one.
Thank you, Emma.
All right. Tamara looks at you, Vidri, as you bring up that suggestion. I'm happy to talk with Peaches, I guess. I don't really mind either way. If we have a plan, is there something, Vidri, that you wanted to bring up? Sorry, Dandelion, that you wanted to bring up with Peaches?
Daffodil.
Daffodil, that's the one.
No.
Okay.
But we had considered going to see Alyssa this morning, so why have two
Yes.
conversations when you can have one?
It's true. Well, Alyssa is Cora's link, I guess.
X, kind of.
X, kind of. Okay.
Like most people,
Right.
kind of.
What do you think we should do, Cora? Should we go see Alyssa?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have an unamicable dislocation.
Okay.
But then she also has Tiny Fury and Penny.
Benny, yeah.
And Peggy, the sitter. She's been...
I mean, she makes great biscuits.
So I've heard. Alright.
She runs a perfumery if you guys, wanted to smell a little bit better. He looks at Tamar when he says that.
Tamara doesn't seem to notice your glance. I
He's
think
joking.
I think everybody smells quite nice, Cora.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
You can't see the face I'm making.
he's going to roll an insight check. It's a nat 20, Core.
Oh my goodness, a moment of clarity as of yet unheard.
How could you do me like this? He smells himself. Oh,
You smell musky.
it's a very nice way of putting it. I need a shower. Let's go to Alyssa's place. Maybe she has a shower.
She definitely has a shower.
Okay, I will insist on borrowing it.
Yeah, let's go. Last time we were there, we turned you into a balloon, didn't we?
Let's not think about that.
And I got high on biscuits. It was wonderful.
That was a crazy time.
Yeah, you hated us.
Weird how things change.
Aww. He slaps Tamara on the back, or the lower back, because that's as
Tamar
far as he can
falls
reach.
over. I've been.
Core has a 9 strength, so no he doesn't.
Tamar topples over. I've been toppled.
Does he do this for dramatic effect?
He does.
Okay, Claw climbs on his back. Get up.
Alright. Let's go.
Wee!
And Tamar and Core lead the way. Does everyone follow?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. Roll for me perception checks as you walk through the streets of Capital, now brightly lit on a nice sunny day. It is the middle of the afternoon.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because I'm on Tamar's back, I have advantage for sight.
You're higher up, but that doesn't give you a sight advantage.
Damn it.
You're just in a different location. It's like being on top of the cliff.
Natural 1.
Natural one! Cora's busy.
Cora's plaiting Tamar's hair, and he is having a fabulous time. He's putting like little bits of hair tinsel in his hair, and it looks real good.
Oh.
Oh, I just had the vision of I think it's Crunk carrying Yzma.
Yes.
Oh no, I thought of that.
That's very good.
They're running
If
along.
you're making fun of their age difference, Cora's personally offended.
I was thinking about it that way. But they run. Crunk, I feel like Crunk is like a combo of Tamar and Avarice almost.
Yes, he is. Yeah, I get it.
But okay. They run, they lead the way. The rest of you, how did you roll?
I got an 8 on the dice plus 7, 15.
15, and Fujiri.
22.
Oh, 22! Alright. You're both inspecting the surroundings. You're taking it all in, and you see a few more people around than you did before. It seems like the streets are a little bit livelier than they were last you saw them. Again, it does strike you as a little bit odd, Rodrigue especially, because you noticed this earlier, and I'm going to say that, Jade, you might be noticing it now for the first time. There are no Dragonborn around. Now, where previously the guard, like the royal guard walking around in their sort of royal blue, regal armor, were all Dragonborn. It doesn't seem like they're present here this time. It seems like that the guards that you do see are now donning a sort of much darker, sort of, it's got like these red embellishments, sort of armor. And it looks like these guards seem to be more Medusa-ian, if that makes sense. They seem to match the aesthetic of the Medusa banners that hang. And none of them are Dragonborn. So far you haven't seen any Dragonborn walking around as guards or as citizens or anything like that. Pedestrians, what do you want to say? Haven't been around at all. Outside of that, seems like everybody seems to be a little bit more on edge. Everybody is keeping to themselves a little bit more. It's a lot less lively than it was when you were last in Capital, where before it was sort of this bustling city of, yeah, everybody's here, it's a great time. Now it's sort of more like, you gotta be careful. Everybody seems to be cautious. That's the vibe that you get. Not so much about everybody else, but they seem to be more concerned with their own actions. Seems like everybody's self-conscious. Outside of that, the shops do seem to be open now, so if there is anything you're looking for as you walk through the districts, this is now the time to do it, or to have a look around. Everything's open. Restaurants as well.
Are there any, like, nice shoe stores?
Nice shoe stores. With your Nat 1, you have no clue. There might be, there might not be.
Cor leans down to Tamar. Do you remember if there were any nice shoe stores?
Define nice.
As in, not your... Actually, you're the wrong person to ask. Jade, can you see any nice shoe stores?
Jade will look around. Does he see anything nice?
Continuing with your perception.
His definition of nice.
Mhm.
His definition of nice is like some flat silken plimsolls with very good grip.
You do see something like that. You see a shop that's filled with that kind of shoe and nothing else.
Okay. Cor's definition of very nice is red bottom shoes.
I like these.
Ooh, those do look quite nice.
Uh-huh.
They would be good for acrobatics and martial arts. And I'm
All
just
of these
going
things
to...
I do. Okay.
I'm just gonna go...
Drudy. You are my last hope, Drudy. Amazing, beautiful, lovely Drudy. Can you see any nice shoe stores? Because I am preoccupied with Tabar's hair. It's in my face.
Do I see any nice shoe stores?
Continuing with your perception, since you have a bit of a better look, just a little bit better, you do see the store that Jade is referring to, but you also see another shoe dealer. And this time around, it's like a hiking boot store. Giant boots for navigating terrain all across the globe. And then continuing your scan. Yes.
Just a fun little like lore dump. Like her siblings are kind of, and like one of her mums is very like fashionista-esque. So
he's looking for some Louboutins, but fantasy.
Yeah. Drudy's good. She knows what Cor is looking for.
Okay.
Is what I'm trying to get at.
Continuing with your roll, because I was going to say there is one more store that you do see that you catch a glimpse of that doesn't look to be a store initially. It's got a very subtle yet regal exterior. Doesn't seem to... There are no windows or anything like that on the outside. The door seems to have some sort of window. You can see into a small store. But it seems like it's a very high price store. Hard to say whether or not there's shoes in there, but this seems to be like the top of the line kind of thing.
There's a spinny fashion place over there.
Oh, wonderful. Cor jumps down and he transforms back into the form that he was using the most, probably before he turned into a fairy. So the pink skin, pink hair, purple hues. Okay, I'm going in. Does anybody want to come? You really don't have to, though.
Jade is already gone.
Jade has disappeared.
Anybody else? Okay, bye.
No.
He pops inside.
Oh, okay.
Drudy? He'll wait if Drudy said anything.
3, 2,
Can I insight check the whether or not Cora's like would because he said if y'all don't want to go like bye kind of thing.
Oh no, he'll let Drudy come if she wants to go. He's not against it at all. He's just got that kind of attitude.
I think Valentina would opt to go with you, Cora, and Ilaria would go with Jade. Tamara is going
I see how it is, Mum.
bonding time.
She waves
Tamara,
at you.
Can you go with my mum, please, so someone can watch you?
He looks like he was about to head to the boot store. Oh, yes, I can.
Okay, well, you can go to the boot store after, but you need to be supervised.
Okay.
Drudy
need-
follows
Tamar's hand
after
in Relax. Sorry? Drudy, what?
Drudy follows Valentina.
Okay.
Alright.
Who is following Cora, who is going into the Fantasy Louboutin.
Alright.
The party is split.
The party is split. Yay! I did this myself. I have only myself to blame. Alright. We'll go in order of stores discovered. So, Jade, you are there with Cora's mum. And Tamar, you are inspecting this place. You are in a store full of the exact kind of shoe that you were looking at before. It's all kinds.
What? I go up to the counter. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Tamara looks at you. Jade, there's a bell on the counter. Try ringing that.
I see.
Ding! And at the push of a bell, a tall, skinny, bearded, white-furred tabaxi shows up.
Oh!
And slides into view. Hello. Hello, may I help you?
Hello. I'm looking for shoes just like this, and I point to the shoes which have like the soft soles.
Yes, we have quite a few like that. What kind of color were you after?
I don't know why pink is coming to the forefront of my mind.
We have many pink ones. Come over here. We have a special room. And he opens up a sliding door that you didn't know was a sliding door. It's like a shelf.
Special room for pink shoes.
I present you the pink room. Come. Come with me. Come.
Does this look okay?
It looks pink.
Okay.
He walks in.
He just says, right.
I love this color.
So, what kind of pink is it?
There are all kinds of pink. You see the exact kind of
Okay.
pink that Lily's webcam is right now.
That's exact. So Jade's just like, I think this is probably good. I think that would be good. I think it would be a good color if I had this good color here. Good.
Oh yes, these are monk shoes.
Yes, thank you. They need to be lightweight and a good grip on the soles. Preferably something with, a simple ribbon that I can use to tie around my ankle.
Of course, they do have the ribbon over here, and he pulls it out of the inside of the shoe, just kind of hiding away, tucked away.
I will take one of these, please.
They come in a pair. It's effectively buy one shoe, get the other free.
Genuinely upset by the inference. I would like 2 of them.
2 of them, of course.
1 for each foot.
Yes. Marvelous.
Okay.
Great choice.
Now, what size are you?
Please take over, or Ilaria, anyone.
Alaria's just kind of smirking. Tamara looks mildly uncomfortable. Jade, what shoe size are you?
I don't know. I made these myself.
Yeah, Jade. What shoe size are you?
I can measure your foot.
Okay. Jade will sit down.
Sit down. Pulls out a measuring tape. Okay, take off your shoe.
I just suddenly had the thought that in Japan they measure by centimeters, and I'm 25, and I don't know what an appropriate shoe size for someone who's 6'7" is. It's probably like 31, right?
Maybe.
Or 30, like a ruler.
Might be more. I feel like my shoe size is bigger than that.
30 centimeters.
Oh no, it isn't. I don't. It's maybe 30 centimeters.
Well,
About,
if
around
you're
about there.
thinking European sizing, Betty, yeah. Okay.
We can just say that it's.
Jade will. Wait.
Emma, I've sent you messages.
Are we getting a cannon?
46 centimeters, please.
46 centimeters. Okay. I have the right kind for you. And he disappears into the
Hang
back.
on, this is wrong!
He disappears.
That's not what I meant. That's a shoe size.
Tamara looks at you. Jade, I think this shoe might be a bit
Do you want me
big.
to convert it? Hold on.
The tabaxi comes back.
No, 46.
I have the
46,
shoe.
I can vaguely understand.
That's a size men's. Hold on. That is a size 11.5, which is 28.36 centimeters.
Okay, I'm gonna round that up to 29.
Okay, yeah.
It
that's
is
a
your
size
46
12.
centimeter shoe.
No.
Why would you make this?
Just in case.
This is too. I have a friend who can make and who can change their form to fit anything. I could get this for them, but I think for me I need a.
Or is limited to
For my-
6 feet tall.
Hey,
It's good for hiding away possessions.
no one ever said the extra foot couldn't just be in his feet.
We are having a sale on this shoe. But I will bring your foot size as well. And he measures you again. Oh, I see 29 centimeters.
Okay.
I will be right back. He disappears again. There's like a puff of, like, cat hair as he disappears. Exactly.
I have a fur ball.
He falls back in. With two shoes that are your size. We have the same shoe, but in your size.
Oh, I'm glad. Jade will take the shoe, put it on. Can I test this, please?
Yes, of course. Follow me. And he opens up another door at the back of this room. And you see what looks like a massive indoor rock climbing course.
This is ominous.
And there, it's filled to the it's really it's packed right now.
Oh. Is there like a clear expert section where there's like people like in awe of like the person who's got to the top, like wow?
Yeah, there are like
so
there's like the
high.
black rocks that are like the expert rocks, and it doesn't seem like anybody's climbing them right now.
Okay, Jade wants to try it because
Okay.
he's cocky.
You go.
He's not.
Let's go. All right, roll for me your check of choice with advantage.
Okay. Okay.
This will be either athletics, acrobatics, strength, dexterity. These are all.
Acrobatics.
Yep.
It's a bit. Is there anything I can do?
Anything you can do.
16.
16. With a 16, you managed to scale the expert section with relative ease for the majority of the mountain. But then, one of the rocks that you grab onto, your hand slips a little bit. And I want you to roll for me a dexterity saving throw. This is near the top.
17 plus 9. 26.
Without a hitch, you recognize
Karate
in a...
kick, like in Free Solo.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you describe for me how you're doing it.
There's like a flat across where you have to go from one rock seam to another rock seam, but the only way to get there is to kick your foot up and secure your position and then jump to the next part. And what you see is Jade initially slips on the kick and is left just with one foot like holding him just and his two hands. But then he decides to swivel, switching his hands, and then just leaps without his foot holding him.
It looks amazing. The tabaxi gasps in admiration. Beautiful. As he watches your display.
It's the shoes.
It's like an ad. It's the shoes.
Yeah.
So, you do your rock climbing course, and you test them out and you come back.
I will take these shoes, please.
Of course. Those will be 200 gold.
Oh, I see. That's fine. I give him 235.
Oh. He slides the 35
Tipping
back.
the artist.
No,
No,
I
have
didn't
to tip
design
the
these shoes. I merely sell them.
It's a mass-produced
Oh.
commercial product.
Oh, I see.
Believe me, you do not need
Can
to
I
tip.
give you 30? Okay. Can I buy something for 35 gold?
Yes.
Okay.
He
Can
hands
I
you the
buy
big
something
shoe.
for 35 gold, 7 silver, and 9 copper?
Yes, he hands you the big shoe and then turns around as well. We also have a pin for our store.
Okay, thank you.
Franz's feet.
France's feet.
Franz's feet.
Okay, I take France's
But
pin and then
feet
big
is
shoe.
spelled like F-E-A-T.
Wonderful. I actually really like that. Alright, I take my purchases and I leave. Now I
Alright.
have a perfectly even
So you leave
monies.
with you got your 2 shoes that are your regular size. You've got a large shoe that's massive. It's the 46 centimeter one, and you've got a pin as well. And turns out the long shoe, the big one, it's actually a bag of holding. And we'll switch over to the others now.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it looks like a massive shoe.
I understand.
Okay, we now to the other shoe store. Core, you're there, and you're
Whee!
followed in by Valentina, who's followed in by Verdridi. How are you faring today?
I just want a nice pair of heels.
Okay, you pop into the store and you take an immediate look around, and you see that this place is a very high class, very high fashion. They have glass cabinets, gold chandelier hanging from the middle of the room. It's so big, it's lighting up the entire thing. There's no other light source in this entire room. And there is another clerk behind the desk looking at you as you enter. And he turns around. Long hair, all the way down to the floor, perfectly straight. Flowing behind him. Looks at you. This is an elven man. Hard to say exactly what age. Bright yellow skin. Yellow eyes. He looks at you. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. He walks over to you, making long strides. You hear his like, you know how like there's like shoes that have like tap dancer heels? He's got those.
Yeah.
He walks over to you dramatically.
He tap dances over.
He tap dances over.
Like the Jets at the beginning of West Side Story.
Hello.
That was great.
He bows. It's
yes.
a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah. Oh, you're an elf, but it's really rude if I don't ask. What's your name?
My name is Gustaviano.
Gustaviano. What is with all these Anian? Okay.
Gustaviano.
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 Gustaviano. Great.
And this store is called Gustaviano's Goods Taviano. I came up with it myself.
I can tell. It's a great name.
Thank you.
So first of all,
Yes.
do you have any sparkling water?
Yes. Would you like some?
Yes, may I have one?
We only serve them in diamond champagne glasses.
Yes, fair enough.
And I will bring it to you promptly. Wait here. One for each of you. Free on the house.
Yes.
Courtesy of Gustaviano. Gustavianos. I'll be right back. And he disappears into the back. And in the meantime, you have a look around. Is Emma frozen?
Yes.
Yeah.
I only just realized, Emma!
Emma!
No! He disappears. You have time to look around. You see a glass case. I forget what it's called. I think it's called a case.
Showcase or a display?
A display case. A display case. Which has an ornate lock on it. Inside, there's what looks like to be a glass podium shimmering in the light of the chandelier that's flickering off of it in all directions, like a disco ball. Atop sits a pair of red-bottomed heels. Absolutely fabulous, you think.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you're looking out for? Just taking a look around, roll for me some perception checks.
I will. Can I do investigation?
You can do investigation if you would like, sure. Hey, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
I laughed because I heard you say Gus, and then my computer cut out. But I thought you were saying my name is Goose, and I thought it was fun.
21 on investigation.
Ooh. And Vidri.
Hang on. I can do it. 25.
Woo.
For perception or investigation?
Perception. I
Alright.
can give you an investigation, but it would be less good.
That's okay.
By
We've
two.
got all bases covered. Core, you're investigating the premises, so we'll do your investigation first. You're looking around, you're seeing if there's anything interesting, weird, and quirky about this place. And you notice a few things. Immediately, 1. Floorboards, magnificent mahogany floorboards. You see gold trimming everywhere. It dawns on you that this gold looks like it's quite real. And a part of you thinks, might be, there's probably some expensive countertops here. A lot of the more mundane things around here, very pricey. Maybe they'd sell for a lot. Just thoughts that occur. But you look around, investigating, and there doesn't seem to be anything else all too weird. But while Gustaviano is away, it does occur to you, with your investigation check, something very interesting. The lock on the door that houses, or the glass case I should say, the display case that houses the heels in question, is unlocked at the moment. Not apparent to the naked eye, but your eye is unlike no other, with your investigation check. Vajriti, with your perception, you're looking around, inspecting everything else there is to take in this store, and you don't see all too many other things being sold. As well as the shoes, you see a very elegant red flowing dress, decorated with sort of faux flowers. Not made from any sort of actual organic material, but they're just sort of sewn to look like flowers, adorning the dress in a few different places. Not too many, just tastefully so. You do also see another suit, again in a similar sort of fashion, pinstriped, red and white. It looks like it's like a candy cane. It's almost too much, you think, but also decorated with these sort of sewn flowers into the suit. You only see one of each, just displayed behind glass as well, also behind locks. So without investigating it further, it's hard to say whether or not they're unlocked or not. But taking a look around, it seems like that this place is just sort of a fashion store, and you see a few other items of sort of interest as far as fashion is concerned. You see a sort of strange-looking hat, which looks like an explorer sort of type hat that's been kind of remodeled and redesigned by a designer who's never been exploring, and you think maybe it's a bit odd. You know, kind of taking the practicality out of it, but making a statement of some sort, in some artistic way. You see a few other things as well. You see what looks like a wedding dress as well, this time in a sort of regal blue with white spirals kind of adorning the dress. And another suit, again, one that's pinstriped, this time blue and white, with the stripes themselves being a lot thinner, less candy cane-like, again matching the dress, this time no flowers adorning them. And that's the kind of majority of what you see. Outside of the dresses and stuff being sold, you do see the back door where Gustaviano has disappeared. It looks a lot darker and dimmer than the rest of the store. The whole store seems pretty small, and there isn't much else of interest unless you're looking for something specific. That's what you would see.
Can I say, because Core has experience buying luxury goods, could he make an estimate for how much these shoes would cost?
Yes, you could.
An intelligence check?
You can do it with advantage, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the advantage.
No worries.
Hi,
Okay,
Lily.
Hi. Hold on, let me just check what. Oh, my eyes watering. I don't know why.
It's just looking at the prices like, oh, it's so...
16.
16. With a 16, you can make a rough estimate. Having been shopping at luxury places like this before, hard to say whether you've been at this one before. This one seems a little bit quirky for your tastes, but you could make an estimated guess that these kinds of heels, if they're non-magical, might go for around about 1,500 gold, roughly. If they do have magical properties, then maybe more than that.
Can I sense any magic? Arcana check?
Arcana check for me.
+6. I should just mark his stats page. I have to keep looking back to it. Come here, Ribbon. Plus... His Arcana is a +7, which is 18.
18. You do actually sense a magic coming off of these heels. It's a very specific kind. And it immediately dawns on you what kind of shoes these are. Because you've seen high-class shoes like this before. These are the kinds of shoes that cast a sort of healing magic on your feet constantly. And repair blisters as they form.
Oh, wow! I like it.
Cool. It depends how much though. You wait for the sparkling water.
You hear a sort of in the back room. Hard to say what it sounds like.
It's Soda Stream.
It's Soda Stream. It's exactly that sound. Jade knows. And Gustaviano pops back in with a platter and some glasses. Well, I say glasses, but they're more like diamond because they're made of diamond. And he walks over to you. And he bows again. Here you go.
Yes. So, how much for the shoes?
These ones in particular. I knew this would catch your attention. These are the creme de la creme of our shoe collection that we have here today, consisting of just these shoes and no other shoes. We have a small collection. We have an eclectic mix of one, and it is here for you today. These are Gustaviano's #1 shoe. I call them the number ones. Even though there's 2 of them.
That's so inventive.
I know. I came up with it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Work in progress title still.
Yeah.
We have sold so many of these up till now. These are the last ones we are selling. They are quite a bit. 2,000 gold. But before you say anything, I can go check with our manager if we can get you a better price.
As a person who's worked in luxury, that is spot on. Your mum would know that too. Yeah, why don't you go check with the manager and also maybe send the supplier a little message?
Of course. Anything for you. You seem like a wonderful customer. I would bend over backwards and invert myself just for you. I'll be right back. And he disappears.
Core just leans over to Drudy. So they're gonna do this about, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, and then they're actually gonna get to the price that they wanted to sell it for, and then we're gonna get another 10% off that. Okay, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I watch and learn.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that Jade didn't come here. In ways I could not explain.
Gustavianus waddles back. I've come back with another offer. We can bring the price down, just for you, only today. For just this visit. One time. Only because you are so wonderful, and so patient, and so kind, and kind-hearted, and caring. I can tell that, just from having met you for these 5 seconds that I've known you. We can bring it down to $1,800. Gold.
Dollars.
Wow, that is that's pretty expensive still.
You know, I think you make a very convincing argument. All of your points, I agree with them all. Point 1, totally blown out of the water. Point 2, I agree. Point 3, I cannot argue. But I can argue with my manager. I will find the best price for you. I know what... He leans in a little bit. I know what price we get these from the supplier. I can do better. I'll be right back.
I know you can. Good man.
Say no
Taps
more.
on the shoulder.
Say no more. And he disappears. He scuttles back. We had a long talk.
And there's no manager, is there? Core thinks in his head.
Definitely not. You would have heard something.
Judy kind of like leans over, and I think she actually states that out loud. There's no manager, is there?
Just Judy. Sometimes people like to.
There, you are right.
Yeah.
I will say, you are right. There is no manager like my manager. He can do anything.
This is correct. Yes. What did your manager say?
He said, I was blown away. He told me the price. I said, get out of here. You must be kidding. Our business will crumble. He said, no. Gustaviano, these are customers. They are the foundation, the building blocks of our entire world. Our world would collapse in on itself in a giant black hole, Gustaviano. He said, I said, no! That is preposterous. He said, no, go back to them. right now with this offer, I said, I would cry. And I did. And I finished crying and I came back. And I have my offer.
I see your tears in your eyes.
He wipes his eyes that are completely dry. 1,000, hurts me to say it, 1,000, and 400 gold. He takes 2 steps back.
You know, to get tears in your eyes, that wasn't quite what I had in mind. I mean, it's generous, definitely, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling the tears, the waterworks yet.
I hear you. I'm listening. I'm
Yes.
considering everything.
Do you want to talk to your manager right here, or do you need to go behind a
No,
door to do that?
we must close doors. This is off the books, between you and me only.
Okay.
We do not bring the business into here.
Alright.
This is a place of purity.
Tell your manager I'm looking for something just under 1,000 gold. It's actually a gift, an esteemed gift for myself. But you know how gifts have that sentimental value.
Of course. It must be something that you can remember. I think fondly
I want to
about.
remember this day. The day I decided I wanted a nice pair of shoes.
I will tell him everything. These are the display model. They're the last ones. Maybe we can do a deal for that.
I see they're a little bit scuffed actually on the front, so I don't know, maybe 800 gold? A bit of dust.
It looks like it physically pains him as you say 800 gold. He appears to take some damage, quite literally. He's taking psychic damage in the moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
He limps over.
When he leaves, Trudy starts taking notes.
Cole leans over to Drudy. So he's gonna come back and he's probably gonna say no, and then I'm gonna try and walk out and he's gonna beg me to get the shoes.
He walks
Something
back
along
in.
those lines.
He limps back in. There's real tears in his eyes this time.
Is he holding an onion?
He quickly puts it
He's got one hand behind his back. Reggie, he recognizes there's a scent in here that smells just like something oniony is going on. I'm so sorry. I did my best. I went to fight a war out there. You see him fling his hand like this, and onion flies out. Hits the wall. I did the very best I could. 1,100 gold is the best we can do. We cannot lower it anymore. That is our absolute lowest threshold. We are slaving away to give it to you as low as we can. Believe me, I'm here fighting for you, my friend. He looks like he's about to say a name, but then doesn't.
My friend.
Doesn't know his name yet.
Well, looks like he's considering.
It's
Well,
the best I can do.
you see, I have this friend in the Kingdom of Crystal who makes
I know the
really
Kingdom of
similar
Crystal.
shoes. Yeah, and they can do it for 750. So I was gonna give you 800, you know, because I didn't want to go back there. But he looks at Dreedy. We might just have to go back, make a trip of it. I'm really sorry, dude.
Ours are of a quality unlike anywhere else in the world. You have to understand.
I do understand it. I mean, the magical properties I can sense it's really good, but it's just those scuff marks, mate.
I'm sorry, we cannot go lower.
Well, looks at Dreedy.
Well, they'll respect the Kingdom of Crystal, I take it.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry.
He starts sweating.
Cole puts his drink back on the tray. Thank you for the water. It was good. Starts walking for the door.
Oh, what is that? What did you say? Oh, sorry, I misheard the manager. I said the wrong number. What is that? You said 900 gold, not 1,100? They do sound very similar, I'm sorry. That was my mistake entirely. 900 is actually the lowest we can go. I misunderstood.
850, and I'll do it.
What was that? You didn't say 900? How did I keep mishearing you? I don't know, I'm so sorry. 875 you said? That does sound very similar amount of syllables.
850, and I'll pass out a business card to my friend in the Kingdom of Crystal.
What
He
was
can put it in
that?
his store.
What was that? That was what you said all along? That's what he said all along. That was you read
That's
it.
what he said all
Perfect.
along. I thought
I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. Here you go. Right here, I shall unlock the door. Oh, this was unlocked the whole time. That's quite embarrassing. He slides open
Yeah,
the
someone
thing.
could just steal those if they had a no moral compass.
He pulls them out. He makes a little sound as he does that.
Thank you, good sir.
Here you go.
And Core will hand over 850 gold.
Wow,
Thank
you
you so much. I will never forget you. Here is the business card. And he hands you a velvety business card. Gustaviano's
Yes.
Goods Staviano.
That was amazing. That was an experience. I really enjoyed that.
Appreciate it.
Yay.
Trudy is gonna kind of like throw a knife at the onion that got tossed. You're going to want to pick that up before it rots
Oh
on any
my!
of the merchandise.
I dropped my
Also
lunch.
for your next customer. Might need it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice life. You deserve it. The best. Thank you.
Core links arms with Drudy on the way out, and that is capitalism.
Capital.
Whee! That's capital.
And I think at this point,
Like, Drudy is also like linking with Valentina to like bring her along with them.
that was an experience I never thought I'd ever have.
Core puts his shoes on.
How do you have energy for that? That seems like a lot.
I used to do that every single day.
I don't know how you
It
manage
wasn't
that.
my money when I did it. That actually hurt a little bit. But I know how to do it.
As you say that, Tamar, Jade, and your Bazar all re-emerge, and you reunite. Hello.
I have a big shoe that's a bag.
I have shoes worth over 2,000 gold, and they don't have blisters. There you go.
That's really cool. Mine can hold infinite things. Would you like to put anything in there? Like your old shoes?
Ah.
Core drops his shoes in.
Yay. I have a pair of shoes now.
Hmm.
In my shoe. I think that's rather funny.
That's actually quite cool. I like the shoe. So those are wonderful heels. Holy moly, aren't those expensive?
Yes. Everything I own is expensive, Tamar. Don't you know this by now?
Well, yes, I knew that. And he smirks for a bit. I'm pretty cheap though. And he laughs to himself.
I know. It evens out.
So,
Although
I
jade
don't
by
understand
material worth
money.
is quite expensive.
I know.
I
Priceless.
don't understand that.
He turns around, starts walking. Alright, this way.
Yeah.
Corey, he's walking the wrong way.
Core lets him
Very
get,
good, you Core.
like, 200 meters, and he's like, oh, wait! Wrong way.
I didn't really know where I was going. Okay. Core, maybe you should lead the way.
It seems like Core can walk faster in the heels than he could in flats. He just goes.
Ah,
They do have healing properties, and your feet have actually, surprisingly, never felt better. Fantasy item that I wish was actually real.
right.
But with that, you make your way over to... Where is it that you're going, Core?
Going to Alyssa's house, right?
If that is where you're heading,
I wanna
then that
see
is where
my
you're heading.
cat.
Alright.
Who is gonna be huge now?
You head over to Alyssa's house. And you see it there, right? You see Alyssa's house, it's beautiful, it's ornate.
Ominous?
It's just like you remember it.
So upset by all of those sounds.
Yeah.
That's had a lot of emotions there, but it's not something too deep. You'll see why. Regardless, you approach the building, and it looks the same. Sans for the Medusa poster that's there. It's not
Ava
burned
and I are
down.
making the exact same face just then.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah.
I doubt also.
What do you do as you approach?
Doubt.
Perception check.
perception check. You roll for me a
That's
perception check on your dice of choice.
11.
11? It's okay.
16.
Pretty good.
19 plus 9.
Oh, 28.
28.
That's
Thank
a
you.
lot. Alright.
16 for Jade.
Core. You're looking over, you're looking at the door, you're looking at the poster. It doesn't seem like anything's too out of place, aside from the Medusa poster itself, or the banner, I should say, that's hanging from the building itself. That seems to be a common item that's shared by all the houses that you've kind of run across so far, aside from Avarice's place. Nothing too weird or crazy outside of that. Jade, with your slightly higher perception check, you see that this place has been taken care of. It looks like somebody does live here. You can see that it's been kept very clean. Alyssa seems to be the type of person who takes a lot of care in presenting her house outwardly to the street to have it nice. The gardens are trimmed, the flowers are kept nicely. It's all quite nice. A small garden bed. There's a
Jade
nice
was
little lawn.
expecting people to live here, so
It's quite nice. The whole place looks
hopefully
very.
it's fine.
It's intimidating in the sense that like a very wealthy house might be, but it's also very homely because it's not too grandiose. It's not like Avarice's
Notting
massive.
Hill.
Yeah, exactly like that. So it's got a good vibe. Very cottagey, but high class at the same time. Now, Vidridi, you get all of this information as well, and a little bit extra on top of that. You do sense from your perception check that there are people who are at home as well. You kind of get a brief glimpse through the window, where the curtains are still closed. But through the cracks, you see that there are figures moving inside. And from your very high perception roll, you do gain a few bits of information. You see what looks like a small figure walking around. You see another very much smaller figure that jumps around. And you see a massive shadow on the inside. Move by the window. The other's kind of missing because it's quite quick.
Are we all good?
That's all you gain. That's the information that you have. Up to you to decide what you want to do.
This is going to be massive fury now.
No, it's always going to be tiny. Unless it's penny. Then it's more like pound.
Alright, before they go in, Cor will change his form to a femme-presenting form for
Okay.
Alyssa. So
Cor, how do you-
Lyric, I think he'll go for.
Oh, nice. Okay, would you like to describe Lyric for us?
Lyric, oh yeah, we haven't seen her in a while. Lyric is a elven woman on the taller side with spirals of blonde hair. She's pretty.
Cute. Okay. Who's walking up first to the door? Maybe Cor, because this is your acquaintance. Tamara looks at you.
Yeah, he'll go and knock.
Okay.
Her hair is platinum blonde, I will say, before Emma over-identifies.
How do you knock? I'm drawing this out so much, aren't I?
Knocking is done.
You hear a voice come from inside. Who is it?
It's Cor.
The door opens. Cor! And you
Hey.
see the relieved look of a longtime friend. Out from behind Alyssa jumps a small little fuzzy little being at you, Cor. Immediately recognizing you. It's Penny.
Yes!
And then
She loves me! He loves me. Penny's guy. Kisses Penny.
you give Penny a little kiss. Penny is absolutely ecstatic to see you. And then you hear a thumping. And the ground trembles a little bit. Jade, you are
Yeah.
accosted at sea.
Oh,
A giant, a huge, enormous tiger jumps out at you, leaps over Alyssa,
yeah.
ecstatic to see you, pounds on top of you and licks your face. You're grappled.
Jade just sinks into the
Big
depths.
fury.
Big fury. Tiny fury
Big fury.
licks you, rubs
But I will keep his name.
his super fuzzy head against you. He's got like, really fuzzy ears now. He's just fluff. So soft. It's like a marshmallow.
Jade Fluff.
You just sink in.
A bit plump.
Happy.
But effectively now, Jade, you have a mount that you can ride as well. And I will be sending you updated stats soon. But that is the sight
Yay.
now before you to behold.
I just had war flashbacks to the fact that I haven't updated shoes stats since like level 12.
Right, next date we will go through it. We will.
And actually, Jade,
We will.
I would like you to describe for all of us what giant Tiny Fury looks like.
Okay. Let me just look up. Hang on.
Meanwhile, Penny is just yipping.
Paul gives Penny to Tamar after like a minute with him.
My baby, I will protect you.
Okay.
Reunite.
So,
He sheds another tear. I'm not crying, you're crying.
I am making a mental
this
list.
is actually really good. This is actually really good.
Do you have a reference? Oh my god.
Reference. Hang on.
Oh my god.
This is
Oh,
the vibe.
Why is Tiny Fury a white tiger?
Their stripes would be more like jade
Mm.
and like different shades of jade coloring, but white tiger just kind of shows that a little bit better than like an orange tiger would. But like yeah, and like shades of like green with like a like you know how like jade just has like occasional veins of like that sort of like amber color going through it, like a soft sort of like version of that. The eyes are like solid gold coloring almost, and big paws, like huge paws that just kind of like bonk. Like you know how puppies have like big paws they haven't grown into yet?
Yeah.
Like that.
yeah.
And
Good vibe.
Jade is pleased.
Jade looks happy.
Core, would you like to smush underneath the cat?
Maybe once we get inside. How about that?
Alyssa looks at all of you.
Okay.
Come. I have unfortunate news, actually.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it about the Medusa eyes everywhere?
Oh, no, not about that. Well, I
No.
guess I don't know how much you know about that, so that might be unfortunate news, but
Alright, tea and biscuits, and let's get down to business.
tea and biscuits. She invites you in,
Defeat
and you
Medusa.
all walk in to Alyssa's humble abode. As
Core
she's-
does stop by the door, and he says, "Do you like my shoes?"
I love your shoes. They look wonderful and fabulous.
Thank you.
I might just tell you the bad news here, because this affects you more than anybody else. Kind of. It's up to you whether or not we should talk about this with the rest of the party, but you know Peggy?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's just say that Tiny Fury is a bit hungrier than I initially anticipated.
Tiny Fury and she would get along real well.
Yeah.
Core? I won't tell if you don't tell. Who? Penny who?
Yeah. Who's Peggy? I mean, do you mean Penny, my dog?
Peggy who? Who knows? I'm getting it mixed up.
Yeah.
Yes, I...
I ask y'all to make a stealth check for this clandestine conversation.
She is not stealthing.
Core is.
Wait.
Jade's
Jade's
19.
Jade's passive perception is 17. So would he have heard what she
Yeah,
said?
I think so. Yeah, you would have.
Dirty's passive is 24.
Okay, that means Jade, I don't think you would have heard what Core was saying, but Verdridi, you probably
No.
would have. But you all would have heard what Alyssa was saying.
Who hasn't killed a person here and there? Horribly.
I'm just looking at my cat.
Your
Yeah,
cat-
Dirty's looking at the
This is
cat.
fine.
The cat is just nuzzling you, Jade.
It's fine.
It's Tiny Fury has missed you, and it's very apparent.
I mean, if Tiny Fury ate someone, I'm sure that someone did something to deserve it.
Yes, I trust their instincts entirely.
Because Tiny Fury didn't eat Penny, and Penny would have been
No.
much easier to nom. So
Tamar just pets Penny.
Precisely.
Oh, so soft.
Beyond anything, Tiny Fury understands the boundaries of consent.
are
And
you saying Penny?
clearly, Penny, no. No, I'm saying that Peggy clearly violated his boundaries, took him perhaps for a walk when he didn't want to, fed them something that they didn't want to eat, so therefore...
Tiny Fury is just purring.
Mistreating my cat is punishable by pain of death.
Well, we can discuss all of that, and I can catch you up about what's been happening here for the last little while over some tea and biscuits and coffee if you'd like some.
Do you have any of those special biscuits?
Well, I didn't bake any because I wasn't expecting any company, but for you, Cora, I can make some if you'd like.
Yes. Cora's so happy.
She smiles, nods, and invites you all in. Tiny Fury is by your side, Jade, and not leaving you.
Yay!
Tamar is carrying Penny in. And you all, I'm guessing, make your inside, along with Valentina and Ilaria, into the humble abode that you have seen before. It's a nice kind of throwback and reminder of things. It's homely. Feels good. Feels warm. And it is here that we'll put a bookmark into the campaign and call it there. We shall continue on with Shiny Boys in the next session. In session 55, I think.
When is the next session? Well, I'm gonna be...
We'll have to work that
I'll be
out.
in
Do we need
England.
to move it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the last Shiny Boys.
Well, I'm in Japan.
Oh, yeah!
I'll be...
Oh my
Wow.
god. That's
The
crazy.
24th.
I feel...
Wait, it's the you said 24th is the next one?
24th is the next Shiny Boys, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 28 wood. Hold on.
We've got 2 more DC in Japan with Emma. But
Yeah.
this is the last Shiny Boys.
Wait, is the 24th the next one? It can't be.
Because I thought it was the 17th.
Oh, the 17th. Sorry,
Yeah.
never mind.
Because 24th I'm
My
at work.
diary is-
17th may need to be moved though.
No,
So
but-
that's a...
So the 17th we were going to move to the 24th, but if you have work then we can pick a different day. I can do any time after the 17th, except the 22nd.
Can you do the
Wait, what are you doing on the
9th?
17th?
The 19th?
The 17th is my last weekend before I leave. Yeah. So I'm going to just do...
How is the
That's
19th for you?
19th is fine with me.
Because that'll be a Monday again, pretty much. Because today's a Monday, so it'll be exactly 2 weeks from now.
I can do the 19th.
Okay.
The 19th is the day I leave my... no.
No?
I leave my apartment on the 19th, so I won't be at home. Yeah. The 19th, the 20th, the 21st, I'll be in other places. I could do the 21st, potentially, but I might be seeing Emma. I haven't
21st
made a
I'll be at
plan yet.
work. What we
or
can do is we can
decided.
plan it a little bit later, just because I'll be taking annual
Can we-
leave at work very soon. So if I can take that first and then come back to you with the days that are like completely free, then we can probably replan from then. But for now, we can just say that we're not doing it on the 17th.
Should we just turn off the stream and then discuss it a little bit?
Sure. Alright.
Yeah.
If you watched this point in the stream, lots of love to you. Thank you very much. Also to our wonderful, lovely players for making time in their schedules to play this game with me every single time we do. It's pretty good. I appreciate you all lots. Thank you. Lots of love. Appreciate you. And a big shout out as well to the sponsor of the stream, JJ Malibu. Go check him out at jjmalibu.com. Use my promo code BarinAde15 at checkout if you buy anything. 50% off. I get a little bit of proceeds for that, so that's pretty cool. And use exclamation mark JJ Malibu in the chat to get a link for yourselves if you'd like to do so. We'll be back soon for more Shiny Boys. And we'll be back on Sunday, I think, for DC.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for more D&D. Lots of love. Appreciate you all. Ciao for now.
Bye bye.